you! Hello, everybody. I just realized something. I was on ETEP's show earlier, and I noticed when you played the clips at the bottom, there's a little blue bar going across the bottom here. And I was like, that's nice. That's cool. I don't think you guys see it, but I seen it, and I didn't realize that's a new StreamYard feature. That wasn't ETEP at all. Shit, the more you know. I need that. I don't have that clip. It's fine. Pardon me. Ooh. But yeah, very cool. I don't even need that timer anymore. Wait, can you guys see that? Let me see. Let me rewind on my own stream. See if you can see. No, you can't see the blue bar. You can't see the bar at the bottom. But I can. So I know how long I've got. That's really nice. Very cool. Very cool. All right, well. Is this the side that's all fucked up? Oh, this one. This one's looking all sparkly. What's that about? Huh. It's weird. Anyway. Oh, man. That's bothering me. Was it like this yesterday? How are you guys doing? One-man show and one-man show. I added your new account as a moderator, by the way. What's it called? Since I realized right now when I went to the chat that it wasn't, your new one wasn't modded, so I gave you a little mod there. Where am I gonna go with this one? Let me see. See what that's better. That's already better. It's a lot better. Nope. Got to make sure my I'm not looking see-through on my face. All right. Got to be careful. Damn. Whatever. Let it be sparkly. Sparkle it up, motherfucker. I don't care. I do not care. But yeah, how's it going tonight? This evening? If Wednesday night looks a little slow. It's okay. How's Catherine doing, one man show? How's Catherine hanging in there tonight? Let me see. Yeah, man. She better? Or she was better yesterday, I think, but like she's still better. Oh, man, I am talking video games tonight. I'm excited about that because video games are fun. I do get that song kind of stuck in my head a little bit when I'm when I do the show. I love that song though; it's funky. I haven't heard from her since she went home this morning. Oh, okay, did send the balance of the cookies with her. The balance. That's funny, dude. Yeah, what's it called? I got your email, by the way, One Man Show. I did get your email. I haven't responded yet because my day's been full. There was just it's been a full day for me. But I am gonna reply hopefully tonight. But let me see, where do I want to start with this? I'm just pulling up my article so I don't have to do it later, since there's like it's just kind of us two right now, I think. Fuck all this shit. Okay. So it's getting set up a little bit here. It's going with this one. And then that one. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they're pretty short articles. Like yesterday, we got into UFOs and all kinds of fun stuff. Today, chilling with some video games and some other stuff like that. Oh, really, bitch? Go fuck yourself. Okay, and this is the last one. This last article here, I'm looking forward to that because what in the fuck? How does that even work? Digital drugs? Digital drugs. Okay. All right. Whatever. I guess we're cyborgs now and we take digital drugs and jack on like Bender. Ooh, pardon me. Let me see. I haven't heard. Oh, that's right. Not a problem. I have been busy as well. Awesome. Yeah, it's but first impressions, too long. Way too long. I complimented you on your brevity, and then you blew that shit up. No. Then again, there are people. I guess it's a matter of preference. There are people there. I've seen books with like a nice long description, and it's got a whole thing. So it really, at some point, it's a matter of opinion. It's if it's well done, if it's good, all right, whatever. If it's up to you really at that point. But for me, I don't. It's a lot. But we'll see if it's well done. It doesn't really matter how long it is, does it? Usually there are more here by now. I know, right? It's kind of weird. Just like no one. It's strange. I mean, not no one. You guys are here, but yeah, usually there's like at least a few, like 3 or 4 of you guys hanging out. Philip Blair, good to see you, man. Good evening, my friend. And remember, digital imagery can affect the photosensitive. Yeah, that's true. And I guess ASMR might qualify as kind of a digital drugs because people who are really sensitive to it have an actual physical reaction to it. So I don't know what exactly this article is going to be talking about, but actually it says through sound waves. So ASMR might actually be a part of that whole thing. But I'm really curious. I'm very curious. I thought it was too long. Okay. See, if you think it's too long, then it's too long. But you know what? It doesn't really matter when you're figuring something out. It doesn't matter if it's too long because you're figuring shit out. What happens is you might put a bunch of shit down and someone goes, about half of this is really good. You cut out the shitty half and then you have a fucking solid thing. Aloha. Philip Blair, are you in Hawaii? By the way, I love that the Dalai Lama is in your profile picture. Stoned on Mr. Rogers' voice? What? Stoned on Mr. Rogers' voice? I'm not following that one. But, man, I am. What do you think about Philip Blair? Are you a big fan of the Dalai Lama or something? Because I'm kind of bummed that he's chosen not to reincarnate. I'm like, oh, but then again, you know, other spiritual teachers will arise from that, or maybe when he feels like it, he will reincarnate. Because that's the thing about reincarnation. It's a cycle of karma. Essentially, the belief is that we as humans are in a cycle of karma. And in each life, we are working through our karma from past lives and from this life. And so in this life, you might knock out some karma. Like I've done good deeds and I've improved and I behave better and etc. I learned to treat people with love and kindness and compassion and yada yada yada. And then, but then on the other side, you rack up a bunch of shitty karma because like you blow up a bus full of orphans. I don't know. Like, that's the thing. And so then in your next life, they're like, well, I mean, you've got some more debt now. And so in your next life, you live a life that that enables you to possibly repay old debts and stuff. But really, it's up to us how we live in our day to day. Because at the end of the day, I think it is entirely possible for someone who is very spiritual and forward thinking and humble, etc., to essentially pay off all their debt in like in a lifetime. If you don't have too much, if you're not like way backed up, you know what I mean? Like I am in some of my life projects right now. If you're not way backed up, then in you might be able to pay off a lot of your life debt in one lifetime or two. Fuck. But I guess by that point you'd have to be a very practiced spiritual being. You'd have to be very aware, mature, in touch, etc. But yeah. So oh yeah, that's right. I was talking about the Dalai Lama. So essentially, the Dalai Lama is a spiritual leader who's here to heal and to teach, and in his lifetime, and it's him and his partner. You know, there's two Dalai Lamas always. There's him and the other one, and they go back and forth. But the other one got kidnapped when as a child by the CCP. So because the Dalai Lama is always he originated in China, so and he was born in the same because they reincarnate in the same region every time, and so not read like the same more geographically in the same region. And so the other one, his partner, was killed, and they essentially their job is to identify one another. So without that other one, you know, without the one that was a child that got kidnapped by that got disappeared by the CCP, probably dead or in prison somewhere or something, but not allowed to pursue his spiritual goals in this life, then he can't grow up to be the Dalai Lama, to spot the next Dalai Lama, to identify the next Dalai Lama. And so the Dalai Lama has chosen not to reincarnate. He says, all right, well, if that's how it is, sorry guys, I'm done. No more reincarnation. And a spirit can like just choose to come back when it doesn't need to. When it doesn't need to come back, if there's something in this world that it needs to or wants to accomplish and whatnot, then it can do that. But if it doesn't have to, it doesn't need to. And so that's so. What do you think about that, Philip Blair? And also, if y'all whoever's here right now, if you could drop a like and share the stream, that'd be really helpful. Let me scroll up. Yeah, drop a like, say hi. Let me see where did I miss? I missed Tina. How did I miss Tina? Where's Tina at? Stoned on Mr. Rogers' voice. I'm on a tolerance break, bro. You know that. I'm in Eastern Washington State. Yeah, I didn't think you were in China, but what did I ask? Did I don't remember if I asked where you're at, but good morning, Tina. A pleasure to see you, señorita. Let me see. He has to delay his reincarnation because of the dirty tricks of the headliners in Chinese Communist Party. Okay, so he's delaying his reincarnation. Got you. Okay, so he's not going to stop. He's just delaying his reincarnation. He's like, I'll reincarnate when you motherfuckers are out of office. That's a strong politics game. That's a strong game he's playing right there. Like, yo, I am above your bullshit, your little worldly shit. That's pretty dope. So I like that. Okay, thanks for clarifying that, Philip Blair. Mr. Rogers is ASMR. Kind of like Bob Ross. The Panchi. Oh yeah, the Panchen Lama. Thank you. That's right. Tibet, not China. Yeah, that's. Well, okay, yeah, you're right. He always reincarnates in Tibet. As I said, the same geographical region. I don't remember if I said precisely China, but yeah, and currently it's in China, and so they're gonna clamp down on that shit. Because if China, essentially, think of the Chinese people right now are just a cowardly shadow of their true selves, you know, because they used to be very enlightened, very have strong willpower. They were Really, they are an amazing culture, but under the boot of the CCP, no, not at all. Not at all. Hail, Storyman Jack. Good to see you. I would like to see Tibet essentially, aside from just Tibet being liberated, if to think of this, think about this. What if Tibet became, like Switzerland's the one that's always neutral, right? Is it Switzerland that's always neutral? So what if Tibet was like Switzerland? Tibet's always neutral. No military passes through Tibet. No one is allowed to attack Tibet. If anyone attacks Tibet, everyone on the planet is your enemy, no matter who the fuck you are. Don't attack, don't break that, So Tibet is insulated in a cloak of peace. And then it's as a spiritual, not just that, but also a spiritual leader as a country. And that allows countries to come there and try to sell their differences and whatnot. I think that would be amazing. I think that would be like absolutely incredible if we could solve the Tibet thing in a way that makes it like that. Because essentially one of the things that China's worried about is that Tibet is in between. It creates a barrier between the West and China. Additionally, I think one or both of the major rivers that China needs to sustain its farmlands start in Tibet. And so they want to secure their farmland and their water, and they want to prevent the West they want to create a barrier and also prevent the West from being able to incorporate Tibet, etc. But I think it's really but they're an authoritarian country, so of course they're going to take the most cowardly possible approach. But I think that would be a solution, because then they wouldn't have to worry about their water. They wouldn't have to worry about the military threats. They wouldn't have to worry about any of that shit. Essentially, you would accomplish all the things that they want, but the CCP doesn't come from a place of compassion. They come from a place of hate. And, they're jackbooted, so that's how they roll. He could come back on the down low. Oh, yeah, he could. Absolutely. Chinese people are under the thumb of the CCP. Yep. Tibet wants to be neutral. Yep, exactly. There are mining interests at play too. Oh, that's right. That's the other thing, because of the mountains. I forgot. You're right about the mining. Tibet is the roof of the world, the third pole. The third pole. What do you mean by that? The third pole. Oh, the third pole. No. I follow, actually. North, south, Tibet. Got you. Yeah, that is fucking heartbreaking that what happens to Tibet, especially as like a spiritual person. It really bugs me. Evening, Deej, dude, it's great to see you, man. It's great to see you. Let me see. Greetings, Tommy of the Guinea Pig Collective, my man, dude, my brother. It's great to see you. Little guinea pig paws walking into the chat. If y'all could drop a like, let people know where you're hanging out. We're going to talk about video games tonight. Video games and digital drugs. That one's going to blow my mind. I don't know what the hell to expect there. But, yo. How's farm life, buddy? Ooh, pardon me. Let's start off fucking around on the Instagrams, though. Because we always start off with memes and animals and bullshit and just kind of having fun, and then people roll in. Let's look at some of these I got here today. I got some good stuff. I think I got some pretty good stuff. Let me fix this microphone thingy. I hope that doesn't make a lot of shitty noise. Okay, first I'm gonna start with this cool shit right here. Oh wait, I need to share screen. Share screen. Okay, I'm going to turn off the music there. But dude, this is fucking cool. It's a 2D interactive book. Look at that shit. That's so dope. Oh, wait, what? So I thought it was Lupin. He's all grown up now? This is a whole life story. I didn't see the whole thing. What? Dude, this is cool. That was really cool. Oh, shit. Tibet has a lot of glaciers, like a third pole. Oh, I got you. Well, the pole, that's not. Oh, I see what. Okay. I thought you meant like in terms of energy and whatnot, like magnetic. Yeah, all right, cool. That makes sense. A lot of glaciers. So does Iceland, though. I mean, they're not really, but they're kind of a little too close to the North Pole to distinguish themselves in that way. YouTube sure isn't going to help. I know, right? Fucking YouTube. Up in the Himalayas. Yeah, got you. Fancy book, right? That shit's dope, man. A book with TikTok music. This one cracked me up. People over 50 watching the bird feeder. Is that true, one man show? Is that how you guys watch the bird feeder? Oh my god. Yo, this is dope. This guy says, in 1992, I was 12. My dad and I were in Newark Airport. In the Newark Airport, I saw Joe Pesci and recognized him from Home Alone. I went up to him to ask for his autograph. Joe asked me who my favorite actor was. I said he was. He handed me a crisp $100 bill and said, "That's the right answer, kid." Yeah. That's a life lesson right there. That's a life lesson. Check this shit out though. I'm gonna, there's a little music going to it, but look, this cat and dog are mad at each other, and the cat is not gonna run away. He's going after this fucking dog. That cat is there to fight. He's there to throw the fuck down. You think the cat's safe from the dog? No, the dog is safe from the cat. Speaking of animals, I imagine that that music might not be okay, but this is fucking dope. I mean, it's not. What a pain in the ass to be on a motorcycle, deal with this bitch ass turkey fucking with your shit. But I love the drawing with the shield and sword, all the doodles. That's dope. Fucking turkey takes off after him. Oh my god. Mofo sexy guy. What's up, PJ? Sexy motherfucker. The only one, only the one for the hummingbirds. We do not watch the bird feeder. Let me see. I mean, Greenland. Oh yeah, you're right. Iceland is very nice. Greenland is full of ice. Iceland is very nice. I forgot about that from the Mighty Ducks movie. They found an asteroid crater under the ice. Yep. Oh yeah, that's from. Oh yeah, man, I know about that. I've talked about that here. That was part of the Greater Dryas Impact in about 11,500 years ago. Peach. Cat's name was Rorschach. Hey, story man Jack. Hell yeah. Oh, you guys, man, thanks y'all for coming through. Probably thought that guy invented Thanksgiving dinner. I'm supposed to be writing. Got 2 stories going at once, but that was just too entertaining. Oh, I've got some more stuff. If you want some less distracting stuff and a quick little break from the writing, story man Jack, I got you. Check this out. This one's pretty funny. It's just a random shit, but when shit keeps going wrong, you try to use reverse psychology on the universe. This guy's opening umbrella inside and breaking glass outside with a black cat crossing his path and under a ladder. He's like, all right. If my life is going to be fucked up, I'm going to try do some reverse psychology. Use stairs, not elevators. What kind of stories are you writing? Story man Jack, I think that's for you. Are you an author on Literotica? Literotica. That sounds familiar. Literotica. Storyman Jack. If you don't know Philip Blair, Storyman Jack publishes his stories here on YouTube. He reads audio stories and has some still art to go along with it. And yeah, go check him out. Wait, let me link up Storyman Jack's channel real quick. Go to channel, click the button. Storyman Jack. Yep, there we go. I don't know why YouTube gives me the shitty URL when I do that. It should give me the nice URL. That would make more sense. But no, it gives me the shitty URL. All right. Storyman Jack. Boom, there you go. On my channel, I have a sci fantasy story going and noir story going right now. Nice. Blasting Kai in the car. Every red light in Madrid is listening to my buddy Kai. You got me on that loud? Let me see. This one's funny. Rat colony beneath DC, disgusted to find city infested with politicians. All right. Where is the one? Oh, that's right. The cat. I forgot about this cat. Wait, what's this? Oh, that one's pretty cute. All right, this cat. Oh, there's no sound to this one. This cat's fucking funny, dude. Straight leaps at the TV thinking he's going to catch a fish. He's getting ready to pounce too. He's waiting for the right time. Sees his target. Oh my god. Wait, where's the other one? I felt like there was another one I wanted to... Oh, where'd it go? All right, well, let's watch this one.
At $2 million.
For most guys, a fantasy bra is one they can actually unhook. Trust me, I wouldn't know. The haunted tour through Hampton Roads continues.
You can't say something like that. Expect me to read what's on the TV screen.
Fort Monroe. Let's go to Mackenzie Walter live on the.
Deer's fantasy bra was valued at $2 million.
For most guys, a fantasy bra is one they can actually unhook.
I got your story, man, Jack. I linked it up with you, man.
The haunted tour through Hampton Roads.
Yeah, link didn't work.
You can't say
What?
something like that. Expect me to read what's on the TV screen.
Fort Monroe. Let's go to Mackenzie Walter live on the.
Weird. Okay, my bad.
Deer's
That is
fantasy
really weird
bra
that didn't
was
work.
valued at $2 million.
For most guys, a
Shit.
fantasy
Okay,
bra is one
let
they
me
can
just-
actually unhook.
You just paste the ugly link then.
Trust me, I wouldn't know. The haunted tour through Hampton Roads continues.
You can't say something like that. Expect
never
me
mind.
to read what's on the TV screen.
Orville Nation
Fort
beat me to
Monroe.
it. Orville Nation beat me to it. All right, thank you, PJ, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you linking that up for me. But yeah, I talked to a girl today. She said, most guys I've dated were able to unhook my bra with one hand. I was like, okay, that makes me feel better. I was so like, really, most guys can't do that? What the hell, man? What the hell? What the hell? Shenanigans. Women deserve a guy who could take off their bra. But yeah. All right. I like this one. This is one that I take to heart. This is like, I live by this shit. Stop letting your potential go to waste because you don't feel confident or ready enough. People with half your talent are making serious waves while you're still waiting to feel ready. Yeah, don't be slacking, y'all. Don't be slacking on your shit. It wasn't me. It was one man show. Oh, my bad. One man show. I saw Orville Nation's name. I didn't actually look up to see which name it was. Oh, I saw. That's why. Orville Nation's right above you. Thank you, one man show. I appreciate it, man. One-handed. Yup. As what's up? That's a good. Yeah. You're right. It is. I never thought about that. I always just thought about it mechanically. Like I asked, I think after the first time, It only takes one hand to hold a pair of scissors. It's not good when a call starts off with, "Don't worry, it's been handled." Actually, it is a good thing. If someone goes, "Okay, don't worry, it's been handled," I say, "Okay, what the fuck happened?" Because that means it's good. We got it. It's under control. I don't need to stress the fuck out. So that's a positive, I think. Work this time. Doesn't have to be neat as long as it works. Yeah, true. But yeah, I never thought about that. It's like snapping fingers. When I was, I think the first time I had my girlfriend's bra off, we're laying in bed, or I mean, we're after stuff. Like we're laying in bed and asked her for her bra. And I was looking at it. It's like, oh, is this how these are? Oh, okay, that's easy. And I was like, okay, so it, just it's a hook and a latch, and it just goes boop, and then you just gotta unlatch it, and of course it gets pulled, so it's easy. I don't understand how guys have trouble with that shit. It does not make sense. Ah, damn. It's too bad I didn't have the clip ready. Wait, where is it? Does not make sense. Son of a bitch. Where's the goddamn Wookie? Oh my god. I need to rename this clip because I can't find it.
I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt.
That does not make sense. There, I renamed it.
That does not make sense. Why would...
So I can always find it. This one was pretty funny. I know it's like a week ago, but still. There's still new shit coming out. It's great. It's bloody great. Oh, yeah. Okay, I think that's actually about all I've got here on Instagram today. Let me see. Yeah. Looks like that's all the stuff. I like this one, though. Jet Li. Sometimes I just agree with people so they can stop talking. Let me see. Oh, did we see the guy with the huge dick yesterday? I know that question may sound out of nowhere, but did I did I play that video? Started to GoFundMe, Deej. Oh, Deej, what happened? Ah, Deej. Let me scroll up. What's Deej say? What's Deej saying? What? I don't see Deej. Deej. Storyman Jack, Orville Nation. Deej, when are we building life-sized the original series Enterprise on your property? Oh, okay. Dude. What? Life-size the original series Enterprise, isn't that 400 meters in length? Yeah, there's room for that on his property, huh? USS Enterprise size, not A. It was before A. Original. I know. US Enterprises size comparison. That'll give us all of them. Yeah, buddy. I was off by a little bit. It's 305 meters. Oh, that's the refit Enterprise. The original Enterprise was 287 meters. 287 meters. The refit Enterprise was 305. Because it looks like the warp engines got a little bit bigger. Yeah, they stretched out the warp engines because everything else is pretty much the same. Oh, the back of the ship got a little longer too. Oh, wait, no, it's refit my ass. It looks like a bigger ship. But 287 meters. You think you could fit that on your property? If you build it, they will come. That's true. That's true. Building a life-size replica of the Enterprise, Dude, fuck a farm. You'd have a tourist attraction that would bring thousands or millions, maybe. Oh my God, that'd be amazing. How would that work? Because you'd have to have something supporting the warp nacelles. And if I remember right, at least Deej lives inland, no earthquakes like here in California. Wookiee, what? Wookiee's here. Where the fuck is Wookiee at? I don't see Wookiee. Oh, that's right, the Wookiee, the Chewbacca defense. I think meant Wookiee supremacy. I got excited. Apparently, someone painted a slur across her front porch and no one noticed. What the fuck? Okay. I have nothing but violent things to say about that person. And yeah, no one noticed. All right, we can talk about that later, I guess, or if you want. I don't know. I just I know I can't say certain things on here. You know what I mean? I'll build it when I'm rich and famous. That's the thing, Deej. That's the thing. If you price it out and calculate how much it'll actually cost you, treat it like a I mean, shit. I guess you'd have to talk to an architect because it would have to be stable. It would because it'd have an interior and have people walking around on all different levels. This shit would have to be like a building. You'd have to build a building in the shape of an enterprise. So you'd have to work with an architect. But if you get a Star Trek nerd architect and say, hey, I want to build a life-size original enterprise on my farm and I want to do a GoFundMe, I need a price, then I need a GoFundMe to like, or an Indiegogo or something, or a Give, Send, Go, some shit to like fund it, then he might go, oh, I'll do it for free. He might already have the specs. He might already have it blueprinted. So that'd be cool, man. That's a cool idea. Right now, I'm only infamous. You know what it is, one man show? It's starting to feel like the guy, essentially the one who everyone's making fun of in town, the guy who got a bunch of people's asses kicked. He's doing this. He's spreading all this shit, and he's doing these things as retribution because he tried, doing it the other way and got whooped for it. So essentially, even if it's not him, if you guys lay all the blame on him and that posse, it's going to make them look like little bitches. You could, like I said about propaganda and rumors, just be like, it's really pathetic because you can say stuff like, oh, I know who it is. I can't say how I know, but people talk. And I know it's these people. And I know it's, it's this guy and the people who got their asses whooped. Because that's mega pathetic. That is incredibly pathetic to A, get rejected, B, get you and your friends' asses handed to you, C, lash out like a little bitch with rumors and graffiti and stuff. So I think that's a good frame it, like that. Spread that around. And you could even do that if you're like at a store or something, like or like let's say you go to buy some stuff to clean it off. You go to get some paint thinner at the Home Depot or some shit. Mention to someone there who like, oh, I know this guy'll talk. Just mention it. Oh, you know what happened. So everyone started making fun of him for being little bitches. It was fun of him for being a little bitch, and now he starts spreading rumors and he's graffitiing her, etc., yada, 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 because it's him. No one else is going to do that kind of thing based on rumors. It's him. So put that shit out there and, put it out there that he's a little bitch and how pathetic that is. You seen Drew? Last week he was here, I think. Yeah, last week he was here. I saw him I've seen him on streams, but I haven't talked to him or seen him here recently. Low spec Linux Low spec Linux laptop. Good to see you, man. If I win the lottery, I'm chipping in. 1701. That's right. Yeah, 1701. No A, no B, no C. Thank you. That is a good way to distinguish it, actually. I forgot about that. Because I was just saying not A, but like the original. They're all 1701, but then they have their letter designation. Didn't occur to me to just use the numbers. Fucking noob, man. You could fit that on your property, Deej. Dude, yeah, man. It's like that guy that, like, if you built a he will come. For real, if you do that, oh my God. I mean, you'd have to start a whole business and there'd be employees and cleaning staff and all that shit. But I mean, I guess it wouldn't have to be too crazy. Damn, I wonder how. Think about the logistics on that. If you can figure it out, that'd be fucking awesome. You'd be world famous, bro. And look into the legality of it. See if these little bitches would sue you or something. The refit was bigger because it had a new secondary added hull. Oh, secondary hull added. Oh, so essentially it was armored up. Sheriff was called. Front of the house has been covered with tarp until painters arrive on Friday. Yeah, man. Sheriff was called. Good, as it should be. But y'all need to put it out there who it is. Even if you don't know, like, for sure, like, no one's actually said who it is, you know who it is. Put that shit out there. And if they're like, why are you out here ruining our name? Like, well, you guys are the only ones. Like, well, it's what we heard. Are you saying rumors aren't true? Because people are spreading rumors about her. If rumors aren't true, you better go out there and squash them because they're making you look bad too. Because then, if it's all rumors, on rumors, then you're like, hey, we heard a rumor. Weird. Someone said it was you guys. Someone's saying stuff about her too. Like, that's what happens when you guys make a big deal about shit and you can't handle it like a fucking man. I'm sorry your cousin can't handle himself like a man, but this is what happens. So maybe figure it the fuck out. Don't come bothering me about it. Put it under the septic tank. Sheriff was wait. What? Yeah, what's this about a septic tank? Kai, we do get tornadoes. Ah. Damn it. Stupid tornadoes. Well, I mean, maybe you could fly the Enterprise in a tornado. Just it's the one flight of the USS Enterprise. Can't use what? You can use stuff. I mean, I guess that idea won't work logistically. Look at the guys in Ticonderoga. Look at the guys in Ticonderoga, New York. They just have the bridge, engine room, and a few hallways. Yeah. That's true. You could do a small scale recreation of some sort, but like really, if oh, you know what? Deej, do you remember in the Star Trek movie where the saucer half of the Enterprise crashes? You could just have the crashed hull with like dirt on top of it and everything. Everything's all crooked. You'd have to license the intellectual property. Yeah, that makes sense. Disposing of a body gets right to the point. Dealing with a body isn't that difficult. That's true. That's true. But the other side, I mean, like it's easier just to make someone else look bad and make them deal with it. Like, here, you fix the rumors for us because it'll solve all the problems. Because the thing is, now there's an escalation of what's it called? There's not only an escalation of conflict, but it's recorded legally. Hence, also, but by the way, if I need to take down the stream, you go ahead and let me know. We can install shields in case of tornadoes. Yeah, good point. Good point, Deej. I mean, good point, or PJ. If I build it, CBS would probably sue me. Yes, Kai. Yeah, true. You haven't sued the guys in ticket. Yeah, it's true because you're building a thing. Yeah. They would for a life-size ship. it would get more viewers than what they do on their shows. I'm pretty sure I get more viewers here on this show. Drew is longer than the Enterprise from the rumors. Oh, we're talking about penises. That's why you asked if I'd seen Drew. He said, she said, I don't deal in innuendo. Your theory is plausible. However, I know of him, but I don't know him apart from our 2 encounters. And our 2 encounters, he acted like a complete bitch, like a petty bitch. That's why I'm saying you don't deal in innuendo. So don't say explicitly, you know who it was. You say, no, I know someone said, I've been asking around. I know who it was. Say it like that. Because then all you got to do is ask a couple people. If you just ask a couple people if they know anything, then eventually, whenever you tell whoever you want to tell, or you could talk to her about who to tell. Whenever you tell who you want to tell, oh, I've been asking around. I know who it was. And he's acting like a little bitch. Like lay the blame completely on him. And then if they go, he said he's been asked around, someone goes, oh yeah, he asked me. I didn't say nothing though. So he has been asking around. You have people that can confirm the first part of your sentence, and it's no lie. There's no lies there. See? But you didn't fuck innuendo. Say explicitly, I know it's him. He's doing it. He's spreading rumors and he's vandalizing. That's the word that wasn't coming to me. He's spreading rumors and he's vandalizing our property. And it's pathetic that him and his family throw his family into it. It's pathetic that him and his family are behaving like this. So do that, because he might not be the only one. I'm pretty sure it's just him, but he is now making them all look bad if he's doing it and they aren't doing anything about it, or they don't know. So throw it out there. Do it. Make him look like the town bitch, like the biggest bitch in the whole town. Make sure no woman wants to sleep with him ever again, except NX01 Enterprise. Good morning, Kitty Bear. I respond, things escalate. That's what I'm saying. Don't respond. Don't respond. Let's say, in your day-to-day, as you're living your life, you go to the store, you buy some things. You go, I was thinking you get paint thinner to clean the thing or paint it, just do it yourself. I was expecting painters to come out, but talk to her about it, about my suggestion. If you want, you can even rewind to this shit. We're at about between 30 and 48 minutes. We're at 48 right now. But you can go over my suggestions here with her and see what she thinks, because it might be a really easy way to deal with everything and not have to cover anything up. Dr. Forbin Colossus, great to see you. I guess I missed something. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just people vandalizing other people's property. Coming back to why, because they're not just spreading rumors, one man show. They're spreading rumors and they're vandalizing. They're bitter and they're going to keep doing this. So you got to squash it. And if their family doesn't want to look bad, they're going to stop, or they're going to stop him. They're like, hey, are you doing this shit? Look, fucker. People are saying you're doing this. You're making us all look bad. And because they're saying we're in it with you, just like we were there with you when that happened, when we got our asses kicked. Now they think we're all involved. You're making our family look bad. You're making us look like little bitches. And they're either going to kick his ass for you, or it's going to stop, or both. So that's my suggestion, man. Coming back to why you can't dunk in korfball. Simply, you are not allowed to touch other players. Secondly, you can't move holding the ball, and it's dangerous. Coming back to why you can't dunk it. You're not allowed to touch other players. Oh, wow. That's why it hasn't taken off in the United States. Secondly, you can't move holding the ball, and it's dangerous. Yeah, that makes sense. Good morning to the Netherlands. Hey, what did I miss? Also, touching the basket is not allowed. On top is a defender has his hand up. Even a dunk doesn't count. On top is a defender. On top is a defender has his hand out. So if a defender has your hand out and you make it in, it doesn't count? It's not making sense, man. I don't know. If yeah, I figured, but Fort Ticonderoga? Is that the movie Last of the Mohicans? Someone painted a slur across Catherine's front porch. I'm currently discussing it with her. Is she there? Hey, Catherine. If she's not, hey, Catherine. Strange New World looks bad. I have been tracking the trailers. Strange New World. Is that again? Oh, yeah. Fuck that trash. I forgot that even was going to exist or whatever. I'm not watching that shit. Don't lie, Kai. I can't say that. Yes, you can. Why can't you? Why can't you say that? You know what it is. You know what the deal is. Anti-derivative Joe. Wait, what? Building a life-size 17 in the middle of a farm? Yeah, we were talking about that, but I guess tornadoes. Ugh. I do not know it was him. Yeah, you do, man. Come on. We know, like, psychologically, he's the only one with the motive to do it. No one else would feel so butthurt about the rumors being spread about her that they would do that. No one else. I am also not that petty of a person. He can smear himself without help from me. It's not about smearing him. It's about laying blame on the person who you know it is, logically, and letting them handle it for you. If it's not them, they're the start. They were the start of all this. All this started with them. Think about this. Think about this one-man show. After what happened, after that incident, what was the talk of the town? How him and his cousins got their asses whooped. Well, they didn't like that very much, did they? So what did they do? Start spreading rumors about Catherine. And now the slur, etc. And is the town still talking about what a little bitch he is? Is the town still calling him a little crybaby? Or are they talking more about Catherine? He's trying to get the heat off of himself because everyone's calling him a bitch. Come on, one-man show. You know. Don't play this, we don't know for sure. Yeah, you do. You know. I'll back him up. It's a great idea. It is a great idea. I thought so too. But tornadoes. Deej going to be like Noah out there building that thing. The Enterprise bought 20 cubits by 15 cubits. Yeah, Deej is going to be building that thing when the asteroids come into Earth. He's like, I'm going to ride this bitch into space. Let's go. Elon Musk going to be there. Going to attach some Falcon rockets to as warp engines. Wonder if Elon Musk would want to fund the building. Yeah. See? We're on the same page, man. Yeah. If he can't make a buck off of it. Oh, he'd figure it out. He'd figure it out. Only suspect it. There's no proof as of yet. That's why I said, one-man show, when you say you suspect it, okay. But you know it's him, though. She should put a camera up on her property so she can, just in case. She should put a camera up to like a ring cam or a security camera of some sort so she can observe in case it happens again. But if they're playing the rumor game, just play it right back. Oh, you could even make that observation. Check it out. You could even say exactly this. Like, I suspect I know who it is. I think it's little crybaby because him and his cousins got shown a thing or two, and everyone was talking about what a little bitch he is. And then all of a sudden, everyone was talking about her, and now this slur on her porch. Clearly, it was him. But there's just no proof yet. But clearly, he went from being a little bitch to being a massive bitch. Say exactly the truth then. If you don't want to say, like, I know who it was, say, I highly suspect it was the little bitch. The little crybaby bitch, it's him. No one else would do this. There's no reason for it. Lay it out logically, and everyone else will go, oh, shit, you're right. You're right. He is being a little bitch, and they'll take care of it. But put that out there. And Catherine could do it. In fact, it would be better if Catherine did it. If Catherine goes and puts that out there, then everyone's gonna like realize. So, and she could be like, it's so pathetic. This is why, yada, 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 yada. And it's until proven guilty. That has to apply to everyone. That's fair. That's why I changed my tune. Okay, fine. If that's the thing, then do the other thing. Tell the truth, tell the complete truth and nothing but the truth, but lay it out logically with everything I said there, because you've got plenty of evidence to point to him logically, even if it's not hard evidence, red-handed shit. For korfball, you can defend as long as a player of the same sex is between where the pull of the basket and the attacker, his hand up, one fit shooting player. Okay, well, goals do not count. All right, Musk would want to park a Tesla in the shuttle bay. Of course he would. I'll show up with my tools one day. Also, I think korfball is one of the loudest games. The defending team nonstop yells. Is Deej going to include a bowling alley? I mean, if it's he could also include he could include any number of rooms. Oh wait, no, there were no holodecks in the original Enterprise. Never mind. Kevin Costner would make a movie about Deej if you did it, Deej. Yeah. Costner playing Deej. Or you know, if I build Enterprise, Bird of Prey 5 would want to build a Klingon ship near it to have battles. Alternative hypothesis. Certain family is currently the town focus. Some third party wants to make them look worse. Perform some vandalism so people will assign blame. Not logical. I see where you're coming from, but it doesn't make sense because the effect is different. The effect is falling completely on her. And why would they do that? Like, you know what? If that is the case, do you have any suspects? I don't think this holds any water. I think this is, what's it called? It's like a big metal, it's like a big bowl with holes in it. That's what I think of this. Strainer. It's a strainer, yeah. So that's what I think of this here. But if you want to follow that line of thinking, which family would it be? Talk to one of them, say, hey, are you guys trying to make these guys look bad? And then if they're like, oh, no, those guys can do it all on their own, then you know that's a terrible hypothesis. Yeah, the Bird of Prey is fucking great. All right, we're going to get to reading some articles, y'all. So in just a second, let me just catch up because I'm almost caught up here. It would be fucking awesome, dude. Well, there was holodecks in the animated series of Star Trek. The Mayan played a ball game called Ulama, which the Aztecs incorporated. Are you talking about the leather ball one? Build an enterprise on, or was it? Yeah. Build an enterprise on one plot and Bird of Prey on another, and then set up an airsoft game, Federation versus Klingons. Kai, hairy ass. How's it going? I know who that is. Hola, Sherry. Ooh, that's a new picture. How pretty. I love that it's a picture of you with more pictures of you surrounding you. How could you go, how could I be even prettier? I know more of me. Colander, not Strainer. Oh, okay, Colander. Thank you. It's one of those. Yeah, Colander. I like how you chose to correct that instead of the everything else I said about the logic. All right, let's get into some video game talk here because we're done. Would have to have the Orville ship built, but it would be delayed. But it would get delayed. The Orville would be awesome, but I think it'd be... No, actually, it wouldn't be more difficult to build. It would be easier to build because of its shape. You could actually lay it out flat, and in let's say with an elevated part and a not elevated, you know, there's this part and then an elevated part for the front of the ship, because the way it works is it's long and then the back kind of curves out, and so you just need the space for that. But I can't close my eyes. Well, if you close your eyes, how can we look into them longingly? Just trying to settle the stream with a tangent. Hello, Courtney. Shoot, video game. I forgot I'm playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Going to phone the cousin. Oh, the cousin of the guy. Yeah, that's yeah, do that, man. Say, hey, man, Look, I thought we had an understanding here. What's going on? Because this is not how men behave. That's the thing. What that guy's doing is not how an honorable man behaves. It's not how a man behaves. Honorable or not. It's just like even a dishonorable man would not behave that way. He'd be like, they have too much pride. He'd be like, no, fuck that. I'm not gonna behave that way. I mean, yeah, I'll stab him in the kidneys while he's turned around, but I'm not gonna go doing this shit. So yeah, man. You know what? Tell cousin to tune. yeah. Do it up, man. Do it up. All right, let me. Oh yeah, that's right. The giant cock.
And 7 inches when erect, but Jonah's appendage measures a whopping 13 and a half
Before we get into
inches.
video games,
So
quick
this is the correct length, erect, and the correct girth, erect. That's about 8 inches round, and there's your 13 and a half inches there.
Look at her face.
really?
It's just for you, Philip.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
This is just for you, Philip.
Just for us, okay? Just for us.
No. So you don't have to use all that imagining.
It was great.
Right, okay.
Necessary.
Just
Just
right. All right. Oh my!
Fire!
so now you no longer have to compare it to these objects.
Congratulations. Well done.
Her mouth is just. Oh, what a doof! Are you talking about Deej's wang? All right, so let me take the Instagram off of here. So this is a quick one because I know this isn't particularly going to be for everyone here. But Unreal 5, the good news as gamers, not as necessary developers, is that we're going to be getting some crazy games coming soon. We're going to be getting some crazy ass games because the shit that Unreal 5 can do is out of control. So typically, if you look at watch a video game, watch the games that you play. Mass Effect, for example, Katie Bear's playing Mass Effect right now. Play any game. A close-up object is higher definition than a far-away object. Faraway object might just be a card, literally a pixel with a drawing on it. And then as you get closer, it switches out to more complicated models so that as you get closer, it gets more detailed. With Unreal, that's all done. With Unreal 5, I mean, that's all done. Now, you just make the model once and you drop it into Unreal, and Unreal just handles everything. So it's going to save developers a lot of time, and they're going to be able to make a lot more cool shit. Unreal 5 has finally released after nearly a year of early access and nearly 2 years since its reveal, featured that Tomb Raider-ish tech demo. Featuring that Tomb Raider tech demo. Having launched a few minutes into Epic Games' State of Unreal event, Unreal 5 is likely to be the basis of many a PC game over the next few years. Yup. In addition to a few in-development games that have already made the jump. Games like Stalker 2 and Black Myth Wukong. It's even been publicly playable here and there, as in The Market of Light and the console-only Keanu Reeves starring The Matrix Awakens demo. In fact, we've already had the full Unreal Engine 5 game in Fortnite, which switched from Unreal 4 to 5 as part of its Season 3 mega update. Ooh, outside of some new destruction and weather effects, though, Fortnite maybe isn't the best showcase for what the game engine can do. Yeah, absolutely not. Chief among Unreal 5's upgrades, this is the stuff that I was talking about. Dynamic lumen lighting system. Yeah, the lighting system is gorgeous. Changes to direct lighting in real time. Automatically use opening door, darken room, more realistic, flooded with light. Unreal Engine 5's nanite geometry system also sounds pretty tasty. It aims to let devs worry less about polygon budget and more about hyper-detailed models and environments. Much more higher poly objects can be placed in a scene, with the engine maintaining high performance by dynamically adjusting how much detail is actually processed and rendered. Yeah, see, so all the stuff that people used to have to do manually, they have to make extra shit just so that the games can run. Whoops. Just so that the games can run properly. That's all done. Don't need to do that anymore. The game also adds, the game engine also adds new virtual shadow maps. A very high resolution shadow maps It may be some time before we can play games that make full use of all these tricks, but there's plenty of promise here. It's especially encouraging that Unreal 5 appears to be balancing its desire for blindingly elaborate visuals with an interest in moderating the performance impact. Ray tracing in games often looks lovely, but do you need to splurge on one of the best graphics cards to run decent frame rates? That's another thing. Now, you won't need the very best graphics card to run Unreal games. The games you can run really high-end games with lower-end graphics cards now, thanks to Unreal 5. All right, I need to catch up. I guess you guys. Wow, that was fast. Lovely Sherry. Oh, Zachariah. What's up, Zachariah? Where'd you go? Oh, you're in here somewhere. I'll find you. Nanite geometry. Yeah, essentially that's what they call their system for handling high resolution or high poly objects without affecting the performance of the game. No more baked lighting. Yup. No more baked lighting. No more baked anything, pretty much. Because they don't even need to bake in normal maps and stuff if they can just drop in a high poly model. We're a happy family. One of us. One of us. The chat reminds me of that. Ich bin grobartig. Did I say that right at all? Probably not. Yeah. So that's Unreal 5. That's just good news for all of us as gamers and the amazing things that we're gonna get out of our games very soon. I've been looking forward to that. That's exciting. So this one, I haven't read this one yet. Let's find out what it's about, because it is about one of my favorite gaming franchises of all time, Zelda. I fucking love Zelda games. I haven't played them all because I haven't got a chance and I haven't owned all the systems over the years and etc. But Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is treading dangerous waters with the Master Sword. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 promises to break the Master Sword, but it shouldn't reverse Link's character growth in the process. It's going to break the Master Sword. Does it mean literally or figuratively break it? Because it's the Master Sword. What the fuck, man? Danke, Darius. B, the weird B is like a double S. Grossartig. Oh, okay. That's a double S? Why don't they just use two S's? You already had me by being a Trekkie, but you love Zelda too? Oh yeah, I freaking love Zelda. Zelda's awesome. I never got all the Skulltulas in Ocarina of Time because I school or whatever. I don't remember what happened. I got a lot of them though. And I've still got Breath of the Wild. I still haven't beat Breath of the Wild because I wanted to do like absolutely everything in the game first and then beat, because I guess you can. So my goal is do everything and then beat Breath of the Wild. Second playthrough, after I get off the little platform, go straight to Ganon and don't do anything else in the game because those are the two extremes. So that's my goal there. But Breath of the Wild 2 though, my Switch is still packed up right now because I want to focus on work. I'm behind on my shit. I don't have time to play shit. But with my new graphic, so I upgraded my RAM this weekend. I'm going to take this down for a second. I upgraded my RAM this weekend. I went from 16 gigs to 48. I know. Computer people are going to tell me you should have 4 of the same RAM in all your slots. You know what? I don't give shit. I don't care. I would rather have more RAM than less. So I got 2 16 sticks and I popped them in my baby. And so now I've got 48 gigs. I got 3 times as much. I have 3 times as much RAM as I had before. And my games run so smooth. I need to start. I think I might, the times that I do play video games, I might just start trying to see how it goes on Twitch and just to have at it there. I don't know. I'm thinking about that. Or I might play games here. I'm not really sure. I might do both. I might play games. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe playing games here would be better. The Master Sword is a symbol of patriarchy, hegemony. This is great chat because Kai reads everything. I read as much as I can. I don't necessarily read everything, but thank you. Yeah, and I do. I love my chat. You guys are all like, I really appreciate. I know every single one of you, and I'm really excited when all of you are here. And so I love talking to you all. It's my favorite part of like doing this is talking with everyone, because that's what I missed about John Talks being live. When John Talks used to go live, I used to sit in the chat and hang out with everyone, and without that, that was gone. And so for me, that's part of why I started this, because I wanted that again. I wanted to share with you guys and hang out with late night people. Ooh, pardon me. No one got my reference, but I didn't separate the quotes, so it was my poor delivery. We're a happy family. Ramones, one of us freaks the movie. Oh, they were separate things. Okay, my bad. I remember one of us, when Geeble Gobble, one of us. I remember that. Thought it was funny. Yeah, it was good. What's up, Eldritch Lord Haster? Good to see you. I like to see an airsoft player. An airsoft phaser. Ooh. Always set to stun. I have 128 gigabytes of RAM, Ryzen 9 3080 video card on this laptop. Damn. Nice. Oh, you son of a bitch. 128 gigs of RAM? Oh. Shit. That's badass. 3080 video card. I've got a nice video card, but I skimped. When I built this computer, I skimped on the RAM because of money. I was like, I'll get more RAM later. And I needed more RAM. I wasn't able to run some programs, and my work was getting really slow. The Ramones part reference. See, you got the Ramones part, and I got the Geeble Gobble part. Oh, I never noticed you're doing the live long and prosper in your picture. That's awesome. Hey, you're pretty, Jill. We meet again, Eldritch Lord Haster. See, you get halves. That's the thing. Sometimes jokes are so good that no one gets the whole joke. I think the barrel length might be an issue as far as it'd be short range for sure, unless you get one of those Federation rifles from like DS9, the longer ones. That'd be an airsoft gun or a Nerf gun that'd be about. And I heard not long ago John Talks did go live, but it was on stream. But I was on stream at the time. Yeah, he did go live recently with Nina. They did a little Infinite Talks on John Talks 2, I think it was. But yeah, it was just a one-off. He's not like doing it regularly like he was before, and he's not looking to either. This stupid thing costs $4,000. Well, yeah, but I mean, worth it. Ooh, you just got a 3090 Ti Ultra. Nice. New game on Elden Ring now. Nice. My PC doesn't have slots for extra RAM. It is a joke of a PC. You know what? Just take out the old RAM and put in better RAM. You don't need extra slots. You can just replace it. FTW3, yeah. It's just a prude. Maybe it's just a prude. Okay, so back to Breath of the Wild. Let's check this shit out. And thanks to all the people that are dropping in right now. If y'all could follow Fedorable the Horrible's advice here, he's got a thing or two to say about likes. So make this adorable Hellfire kitty cat happy. But let's talk about Breath of the Wild 2. Nintendo has a strong line of Switch games in 2022, from already released titles like Pokemon Legends Arceus or Kirby and The Forgotten Land to the upcoming Splatoon 3, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Xenoblade? No shit. Xenoblade is back? And Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. However, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 can no longer be considered on this list. What? The anticipated Breath of the Wild 2 sequel saw a delay last week. I didn't realize that, shifting its vague 22 release window to a slightly more concrete spring 2023. Oh, okay. All right, I did not know that it got delayed. I didn't know. All right, so spring 2023. So about this time next year, we're gonna get Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 3, and then Breath of the Wild 2. But it does give me a little more time to beat Breath of the Wild 1, which I haven't beat yet. Given how little of the game has been shown off thus far, with trailers only appearing at E3 2019 and 2021, this delay seems appropriate. Even though Breath of the Wild 2 uses the engine and many of the same assets as its predecessor, series producer Eiji Aonuma put out a statement alongside the delay that confirms its scope will be further expanded than what fans have been shown. There will also be more features, encounters, and gameplay elements, according to Onuma, and underpinning this was new footage of Link with a uniquely ruined Master Sword. As intriguing as this looks, Nintendo has to be careful about toying with the trope of depowering its iconic protagonist. Okay, I get the feeling that if they do break or destroy the Master Sword somehow, it's going to be part of the game where you have to like reforge it or some shit. Maybe they're going to get into some of the more of the mythology there. So it's not necessarily it's just something that makes people nervous. But yes, GOG does have a solid game library. Stieg recommends games from there pretty regularly. Check out GOG for your games. They got some good stuff on there. Those are great books, Darius. Slap the like button. Thank you, Sherry. I could have slotted 128, but settled for 64. Still have 4 slots open if I consider later. Still have 4 slots open. That means you have 6 slots. Oh, nice. Damn. GOG is superb. Probably not going to be thrilled at a 3 a.m. call. Well, I mean, were you going to call now? I figured you'd call tomorrow morning like, hey, buddy, how you doing? Are your eyes okay? No, cousin didn't get his eyes fucked up, huh? That was everyone else. A 3 a.m. call would be annoying, though. If you're trying to, like, fix it, that might not be the best time to call. Smack that like button. I don't know. It's up to you, really. It's up to you. Do you know your life, your environment, etc. Congrats on your channel, Courtney. What happened to did Courtney get monetized or something? No, my Mobo has 8 slots. Yeah. No, I know. Oh, 6. I said 6. 8? Christ, man. 8 slots for on your motherboard? That's awesome. 98 Ti making me nervous. Breaking the Master Sword? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It makes us nervous. I miss Johnson. Yeah, me too. That's why I'm doing this, though, because I know that I'm not the only one. You know, I'm not the only one that misses John Talks. I remember I used to see Chaos Oi up in John Talks chat, some other people up in John Talks chat. And then I'm hoping that over time we can all find each other again here. Then again, maybe I'm not everyone's cup of tea, so I guess we'll find out. Why wait for tomorrow? Do your thing, man. Do what you think is do whatever you want. What about my lame channel? Seen a few games there. Don't expect to see. Yeah, right? Okay. It's the best time to call. He'll hit up his cousin like a pit bull. That's true. He'll be mad. He'll be like, why am I getting calls at 3 a.m., motherfucker? We are breaking the Master Sword because it's a phallic thimble. Japan, I disagree. I don't think. Japan is, no, I don't think so. Not lame, silly wabbit. Looking good. That's pretty adorable. What's pretty adorable? Oh, about the John Talks thing, hopefully, with the community stuff. Thanks, I guess. So let's keep on reading. Video games are an interactive medium, and thus many titles incorporate character growth into their narratives as a means of justifying increased mechanical complexity for the player. Metroidvania, sorry. I thought Metroidvania titles are a good example of this, with a character like Samus Aran picking up items throughout her journeys across each anthill-shaped alien world, which makes her better equipped to fight and explore, unlocking new areas and lore in the process. However, this also makes the Metroid series a good example of the need to depower a protagonist. While individual narratives may exist in a vacuum, sequels and prequels, that's true. That's true. Because in the other game, in Breath of the Wild 1, you work your way up to getting the Master Sword. But in the sequel, you would, if it's a sequel to the first game, you already have the Master Sword. So you need to lose it somehow. Okay. While individual narratives may exist in a vacuum, sequels and prequels can complicate things. Even if one story continues directly into another, the next story technically exists in its own game with a mechanical on-ramp. There's no guarantee someone plays Super Metroid before Super Metroid Fusion, for example. And even if they have a sequel, could be boring and tedious if Samus was fully powered from the get-go. Yep. Thus, Fusion removes Samus's power by rendering her bedridden after a viral infection. And its sequel, Metroid Dread, has Raven Beak steal Samus's abilities as as a perverse test to awaken her potential. Yeah, I remember that. She just game starts depowered. Go. So yeah, Master Sword has been Zelda staple since Legend of Zelda NES. Yep. Thank you, Kaya. I just hit 445 subscribers. Oh, badass. Yo, if anyone here is not sub Storyman Jack, he does audio. He writes his own short stories, or he writes his own stories and then narrates them. So you don't even have to read anything. You can just go to his channel, listen to his stories, and give it a go. And Storyman Jack is working on having people voice over his stories for him. So which I would be happy to help with, Storyman Jack. There he goes. If you need that, because I love doing voices, as you guys know, because I do them on here all the time. And in case anyone wasn't here earlier, there's the link to Storyman Jack's channel. Let's see if we can get him to 450. I don't have the pull to get him to 500 right now, but I can maybe get him to 450. JK about Japan, they're still killing it. Yeah. Since the beginning. I hope we will find each other again here. Miyamoto wouldn't allow anything awful to happen to Link. Yeah, true. Thank you all very much. Well, then again, he did put him in a coma, and we start off Breath of the Wild with him waking up from it. I'll add you to the group. Oh, sweet, man. Sounds good. All right, so Metroid is not the only series guilty of this. Guerrilla Games' Horizon Forbidden West is one recent example of a sequel that depowers its protagonist, Aloy, following her first adventure in Zero Dawn. When she runs into Varl at the beginning, Aloy's traveling light without all the gear she once used to stop the AI threat Hades. No, the AI threat Hades is hand waved. However, this is an example of the trope done well, given Aloy retains core learned functions like overriding machines, leaving room to grow in new ways. Yeah. Then you don't have to. Essentially, some of the fundamentals are already there. They're already established, and you can build on them anew and create a fresh playing experience for the player, for players who played the first one. So that's why when I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe it's that. Breath of the Wild Master Sword changes the sequel narrative. Despite having over 35 years worth of beloved adventures, usually starring a Link, Princess Zelda, and Ganondorf or Ganon in the land of Hyrule, The Legend of Zelda rarely runs into issues with depowering its protagonist. Every game is connected in a messy Zelda timeline, but generally speaking, they're all treated as different takes on the same mythology. Ocarina of Time and Skyward Sword's Link are not the same character, meaning there's no need to explain why they each have personal growth arcs and different abilities. For those rare Legend of Zelda games with direct sequels, Link's power loss is often explained by him getting pulled into an unfamiliar or even mystical place. In Majora's Mask or in Ocarina of Time era, Link falls into a new world and is turned into a Deku scrub. Meanwhile, in Phantom Hourglass, the Wind Waker era Link falls off Tetra's boat and washes up in a new stretch of ocean by himself. The adventure in Link's Awakening is undertaken by A Link to the Past Link, but happens entirely in a dream realm. Okay. Breath of the Wild 2 will be a more interesting case. It's technically not required for Link to pick up his iconic Master Sword in Breath of the Wild's open world Hyrule. He can run straight to Calamity Ganon after leaving the Great Plateau tutorial area, which is what I was talking about planning on doing when I conquer everything. Yet trailers for Breath of the Wild 2 clearly imply Link visiting the Lost Woods to free the blade is canon. Furthermore, the time travel in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity implies Link has gone through his full journey to free the Divine Beasts and stop Calamity Ganon, leaving him more powerful and fulfilled than the amnesiac who wakes up in Shrine of Resurrection. That's actually something I'm dealing with one of my short stories. So for anyone that doesn't know, on my website, I have a short story. It's a choose your own adventure short story. It's a fantasy choose your own adventure short story that, because it's a choose your own adventure thing, and I have it in chapters. Essentially what I was thinking about, what I was pondering with before I decided what I was going to do is precisely this, is that I have to choose what happened and then continue the story from there. So while you're reading the story, you can branch out in these different possibilities, but once you get to the next chapter, it'll summarize what happened in the last chapter, and then you go from there. and then now you read this chapter and you try to figure out what you do in this scenario. So it's not a full choose your own adventure story in like the way Goosebumps are, but this is pretty much the approach I have to take, or else it just gets on. I'm not. No, no, too much work, not possible. I'm not R.L. Stein. I'm not getting. I don't have a big publisher going like, yeah, just take your time, make it good. Breath of the Wild 2 can't. I guess they wouldn't tell me to take my time. I'd have deadlines. Can't revert Link's character again. Yeah, because essentially he was already reverted in the last one. The brief snippet of footage included the Breath of the Wild 2's delay announcement shows Link drawing the Master Sword, which is normal to a point, before gradually becoming a decayed blade, charred black and spotted with holes. It's likely the dark entity Link and Zelda discovered under Hyrule Castle, potentially Ganondorf, is responsible, though for now, details are uncertain. What Nintendo needs to keep in mind is that it shouldn't sacrifice all of Link's previous growth at the altar of wiping the gameplay slate clean. Some of the best games utilizing the depowered protagonist trope thrive because they center a character who has grown and now must find novel solutions to their fresh powerlessness. Metroid Prime is often touted for giving Samus her full array of gear during the tutorial and then stripping it away, leaving players to build up to the power level they know Samus can display. That's true. That gives you motivation. You go, okay, that was fun. I want to get that one again. Breath of the Wild 2 could do something similar, with Link being all-powerful as his first adventure before facing the entity beyond comprehension that brings him back down a peg. However, with Breath of the Wild centering its narrative around Link rebuilding his skills and memories after nearly dying in the war against Calamity Ganon 100 years prior, it would be disheartening for Nintendo to take everything away again for the sequel. The broken Master Sword is emblematic of this careful line to walk, as players who spent the whole game unlocking its potential need a good reason to do so again. Yeah. So yeah, that is, I could understand that making people nervous, but in terms of game design and storytelling and all that stuff, totally makes sense. 100% makes it. Fuck off. Don't send me notifications, other website that I tab to right now. So yeah, that's, what do you guys think about that? Let me scroll up a little bit. Hey, Justin's here. The perfect stream to fall asleep to. Aw, thanks, Justin. Unless you're calling me boring, you son of a bitch. Aw, man. Tommy, take care. You're already gone, but have a good night, my friend. Have a good night. Changing the world. That's overselling me a little bit. Muting for a few minutes while I make this call. Oh, have fun, man. Have a good call. I know having a hard time sleeping, way too much on the brain. Well, let me take some of that off your brain for a second, Deej. Or for a few hours. I don't know. Hopefully I can help. Messy Zelda timeline. Understatement of the year. Doing a fellowship radio drama to release. Oh, cool, man. Okay, I did find my place now. I did find my place. About having a hard time sleeping. For clarification, Breath of the Wild takes place in the Fallen Hero timeline, near end. Near end? You mean near the end of that timeline? Well, the timelines are always evolving. As we get more Zelda games, we're going to get more timelines and more, like, stories and stuff. So it's not... the end is just the most recent. It's just near the most recent, because essentially whatever the timeline is, if they add another game that's not over here or over there somewhere, it's going to be further down. And so now this whole timeline is going to adjust, and now the end is going to be down here. And then, you know how it is. But yeah, that's, I haven't seen that. You know what? Let's, in case anyone here doesn't know what we're talking about here, let's pull it up for everyone. Legend of Zelda timeline. So this is the Legend of Zelda timeline. None of this is what I'm looking for. These are just random images of Zelda. Not helpful. Oh. I typed timeline. Why didn't it go? All right. I have this book somewhere. But it's packed up right now. Okay, let's... Is this going to be big enough? Open image and new tab. Let's see if this does the trick. Yeah, that should work. Okay, so this is This is the Legend of Zelda timeline. So essentially, each of the games happens somewhere on this timeline, and at some point, the timeline splits. So the era, well, we'll get into that here. The era of the world's creation, heaven and earth are created. Skyward Sword happens. Technically the first one in the timeline is Skyward Sword. The goddess Hylia, reincarnated, ancient battle returns to the earth. So era of the goddess Hylia, the Sky era. The era of chaos. So this happens during the Sky era. The era of chaos, the sacred realm is sealed. The era of prosperity, Hyrule Kingdom is established. The Force era, the Mindish Cap, evil god Vati is born. Four Swords, Vati is resurrected. Ocarina of Time, the Dark World is formed in the Sacred Realm. Ganondorf turns into the Demon King Ganon. The Hyrule Unification War, the era of the hero, child era / adult era. So here's where, because of the timeline splitting, here's where she gets wild. But actually, let me, oh shit, I need to catch up on the chat a little bit. Let me do that and I'll come back to the Zelda stuff. Matt Pat figured it out. I remember the old TSR Dungeons and Dragons, choose your own adventures. Game theory. Later, Tommy. Yeah, I'm a game designer, so I'm all about game theory, man. RL, real life M.F.S. Let me see. This is the. Oh yeah, that's already. I know my Zelda. Yes, you do, sir. Yes, you do, in a good way. Thanks, Justin. Silent night. Maybe I could sing for you guys a little bit. I mean, pretend sing. I don't really sing. I sing like shit. Hey. All right. Hello, everyone in the chat, says Justin. Justin saying hi to everyone, showing lots of love. Dude, Tommy's gone. You already missed Tommy. Kai, you are many things, but you are not boring. Thank you, Justin. I fell asleep listening to the show. It's a compliment. Okay, cool. Thanks, Darius. Also, hello, Darius. Good to see you. Even though your space crime domino is on Amazon Unlimited, bought the paperback, get monetized soon. Thank you, Dr. Forbin classes. I appreciate that. I haven't been pushing the book thing so much lately because I feel very self-conscious about some of the errors that are in there, and I want to fix them. But I'm just going to fix them all in one go and release a second edition, update the cover and everything. So if you get a paperback copy now, you're getting the original version with some errors and a formatting error in the end and stuff. But it'll be first edition because there's only so many of those, I guess, because the second edition's coming. And you won't be able to get the first one no more. Zelda timelines are still as confusing as Star Trek timelines. What? No, Zelda is way worse. Later for now, might be back. Okay, see you, Courtney. Matt Pat's channel is Game Theory. Oh, I thought you were just talking about game theory as a concept. I don't know who Matt Pat is. But Game Theory, okay. R.L. Stein. Oh, okay. R.L. motherfucking Stein. I was going to say, there's a book that outlines the timeline. Of course you have it. Hey, Phil. Good to see you, man. Zechariah, there you are. Thank all of you. 447 now. It's a lot of work writing an original audio story for a video format. Yep. Gotta love that Matt Pat, true nerd. I'll have to check out Game Theory. I think I might have seen some of it. It sounds familiar. It's a terrific book, even with the errors. Love the story. Thank you, Storyman Jack. Doesn't make me feel any less self-conscious about them. Yeah, first edition. Fuck yeah! Thanks, Eldritch Lord Haster. I appreciate. I really do appreciate so much everyone that checks out my novel. And if you're tight on cash and you're like, I don't want to do the Kindle Unlimited, I still get paid pretty much the same if you read the whole book on Kindle Unlimited. But it does base it on pages read. So, but recently I've been made aware that there are some errors specific to the ebook, so I'm gonna have to go through and fix those. Also, my typing can be suspect. I had all the Zelda books. red, green, and blue. Are you thinking Pokemon? I just sell them to fall behind. Oh man, that sucks. That's sad to hear, man. All right, let's get back to the timelines. So here's what happens. In Ocarina of Time, you split, because you're going back and forth in time, you split the timeline in the Zelda world. And what ends up happening is either you get your ass kicked and then these happen, these games, or you succeed. And so if you lose in the Ocarina of Time and Ganon wins, the Sealing War, A Link to the Past. So in A Link to the Past, Ganon is revived. Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages. Ganon is revived. Link's Awakening. And the Gold Era. See, wait. This is the era of light and dark. This is the Gold Era. The Triforce using Monarchy. Okay. There's no games in this era. Ooh, we're going to get a game in this era at some point. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet we're going to get in here? Get a game in here at some point. The End of Decline? Oh, the Era of Decline, which is the tragedy of Princess Zelda. Oh no. The Legend of Zelda, Ganon is revived. So this is the first game. This is the very first game right here, I think. The Adventures of Link. Oh no, this is the first game. Fuck. Which one's the first game? It's one of these bitches. Ganon's revival prevented. Okay. So I'm not actually quite sure there. Elder Sword Haster, if you can help me out here, do what I got to do. I like that you can listen to my stories from when I first started back 3 years ago and now how much better they are. Shows growth. So I love is on there. That is really cool to see, man. That is really cool to see your growth like that. But yeah, like gotta do what I gotta do. Hey, how's it going, Sam? Sam, are you subscribed to Storyman Jack? If you're not, you should check him out, dude. You should check him out. And yes, Zelda is Fallen Hero Timeline. I thought so. So that's over here. That's these ones. Back now. Welcome back. How did the call go? The Legend of Zelda was the first game. Okay, cool. Thought so. Adventures of Link. Must have been the second one. Yep. Awesome. So I was right the first time. I remember Adventures of Link introduced side-scrolling. Ooh. So that's what happens here. The hero is defeated. But if you play Ocarina of Time and you win and you defeat Ganon, then you get these timelines, which is the child era games and the adult era games. Because essentially, you when you go back, you're split in time. So as a kid, these games, what the fuck am I pointing for? As a kid, these games happen, but then as an adult, these games happen. So in your adult era anyway. So Majora's Mask. So you grow up to do, one or any of these. So the Dark World and the Hero's Descendants. Majora's Mask, the Prince of Thieves, Ganondorf is executed. Here there's a blank. So this is a to be determined, it looks like. The Twilight Era, Twilight Princess, the Shadow Invasion, Four Swords and a Hyrule Adventure, Ganondorf reincarnated, Vati resurrected. Ooh, that one sounds like a bitch and a half. The Shadow Era, dope. See, this is one of the games I really wanted to play, but I didn't have anyone to play with back then. I wanted to do the whole full four-player thing, but I was the only one with the Game Boy. If I'm thinking of the right game. So, the Hero of Wind in A New World. So the Dark World and the Hero's Descendants. So the Hero of Wind in A New World. Ganondorf is the adult era. Ganondorf is sealed. Ganondorf is revived. Hyrule is sealed and flooded. The Wind Waker. The era without a hero. Oh man, what a bummer. The Wind Waker. Ganondorf is revived. The era of the Great Sea. The era of the Great Voyage. And the era of Hyrule's rebirth. The Phantom Hourglass followed Wind Waker, and a new continent discovered. Oh, cool. Spirit Tracks. The evil king Malladus is revived. Spirit Tracks? The fuck is that? Spirit Tracks. Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks console game. What? Wii U and Nintendo DS. Oh, shit! I didn't even know about that one. Damn. Well, wait a second. This is adult era. Why are you a kid? But yeah, so that's the time. This is the Zelda timeline. This is why they say it's really messy, because it is kind of all over the place. It's like, which game am I playing? Well, this game is in that timeline, and this one is, so it's just a jumble. But that's what we were talking about with the Zelda stuff. Let me see. The timeline splits. I might be subscribed. I have to check. Also, one of the characters in a house says, "I am error." Yeah, subscribe to Storyman Jack. Thank you, Darius. Darius Munchhausen. I might have scored some cred. Nice. He said that it sounded like something his cousin would do. Oh, he thinks he's smarter than he is. Guy's lucky to be able to lace his boots. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know what? His cousin sounds reasonable, and he sounds like a mature individual. So I'm sure he can help fix the damage his cousin has done. And but that's very big of him to admit. That sounds like my fucking bitch ass cousin. Good, man. Fucking way to go, one man show. Was he not happy to get a call at 3 a.m.? Did, thank you. 1.5 dogs or cats? I can't. That's a dog, right? Thank you very much, you guys. There's a couple games missing from the timeline. Well, this is there. Are they from after? Well, yeah. Let's say, because when this book was published, you got to take into account when the book was published, because Breath of the Wild isn't here, and what else isn't here? There's another one. Anyway, so this was published years ago. Years ago. There we go. Subscribed. Awesome. Oversight fixed. 450. Yeah. Oh man, this is my first time asking people to subscribe to somebody and meeting a very modest goal. Fuck yeah. Well, thank you guys. Thank you all for checking out Storyman Jack. His stories are good. I like whenever I've got feedback, you know what, honestly, Storyman Jack is very good at receiving feedback. So if there's anything that he can do to improve the experience for you, let him know. And because he is taking steps, I see him actively taking steps to always improve the videos. One time I had an audio quality issue that made it hard to listen to the story. Other times it's, whatever it is, just because he keeps getting better. His stories and not only his stories and the videos, both of them keep getting better. So yeah, I'm glad. Much love, Storyman Jack. You're gonna be at 500 in no time. I just don't have enough people subscribed to me to get you there. Spirit Tracks is a DS game. Oh yeah, I had to look it up. Told him the sheriff is involved now, and the whole mess needs to be headed off before it goes to critical. Good, nice. Yo, man, the sheriff is involved now because he straight up vandalized property. So, you know what? What if instead of having painters come by, what if he did it? What if his bitch ass had to go out there with his cousins watching him and Catherine recording, and like invite people from the town, like, hey, come watch him fix, paint the damage that he did. The whole town can come out and just watch him be humiliated. Spirit Tracks is a Zelda train. Oh, on a train. Zelda on a train. Oh, that sounds fun. Okay, going to attempt to sleep. Good luck, Deej. Good luck. I believe in you. You can do it. Did something happen? I remember you had to make a phone call. Yeah, just some vandalism. Hey there, Kai and company. Hope you're doing well. Hey, and Nick. How you doing, man? We're doing great. Nick, are you subscribed to Storyman Jack? 99 D's. The Orville will be here June 2nd. Fucking yes! Stoked, man. I can't wait for the Orville. I'm excited for the Orville. Yeah, maybe Dragon Ball Z has been delayed. Maybe One Piece has been delayed. But the Orville's coming. The Orville's coming. It'll get here before the next Game of Thrones book, too. 1.5. A bitch and a half. June. He knows I could have done way worse to him than I did. He didn't mind once he wrapped his head around what is happening. I wouldn't reach out to him lightly. Oh, okay. So he was mad until he's like, oh. All right. Cool, man. Good. That's fucking awesome. I'm great to hear, actually. I'm very relieved that things went splendidly, apparently. Can't get better if people don't tell me what they think, good or bad. That's right. Personally, as an artist, I'm like, when people like are saying they're being a little light on the criticism, I'm like, no, I can tell you have more to say. Like, get it out there. I don't want to. It's not hurting my feelings. It's telling me how I could make the next one better. Or else I'm not going to know what to do. Don't let the corn bite. Published when I was in 2015, 2016-ish. Yeah, that sounds right. 2015, 2016. It's been a couple games since then. PJ has been working on my sub count for 3 years since the beginning. Hell yeah, Orville Nation. PJ's the man. Love PJ. The painters have already been engaged. They are going to do the whole front of the house and clear up the windows. Okay, all right. Zelda, A Link Between Worlds. Oh, A Link Between Worlds is missing. When did that one come out? I'll look it up. Don't worry about it. Link Between Worlds. 2013. Oh, it is missing. That seems like one they could have easily plopped in here. Okay, gotcha. Thanks, man. Thank you. Space Crime Orville. I would like to throw an honorable mention Seth MacFarlane's way one day in one of my future books. That'd be awesome. If I could like name something after Seth MacFarlane, that'd be fucking great. I try to do that kind of shit in my book. There's a lot of there's little references throughout the book, mostly to video games, but in the future I will do more of other things. I would rather have more Demon Slayer. Orville equals meh. Demon Slayer is badass, but I fucking love the Orville. Especially after such disappointment with the official Star Trek franchise. The Orville was a breath of fresh air. And also a step into a more serious and a more serious realm, and also a different genre than I'm accustomed to seeing Seth MacFarlane, which made me really happy because he's generally stuck to kind of a certain wheelhouse, and you see him moving outside of it, and I loved it. I loved it. It was wonderful. Seth MacFarlane kicks ass. I got to figure out what I'm going to name after Seth MacFarlane in my novels. I'm going to name something after him. It'll hit me. It'll hit me at some point. Honestly, PJ, I'll watch all the great stuff you put out. Every one of my favorite shows, including Orville, Dark Matter, SG1. I love it all. Thank you so much. Orville Nation. By the way, do I have any new... still waiting for a reply on the thing. Let me see. What's this? Okay, I'll have to check these later, Justin. I'll come back to Twitter later on. I'm going to take down this timeline, though, for now. Just for a little bit, take down the timeline. PJ's the man from the shadows, lifting us up. When I start normal streaming again, I got to have you on, if you're open to it. Name a ship. Name a ship? What? What ship? Like any ship? Like... I like Space Crime Orville. Oh, name a ship after Seth MacFarlane. Dumbass Kai. All right. Yeah, that's true. I did name because you know how we essentially one of the Russian ships, the Russian capital ship from World War IV was named the Kurko after my friend who her last name is Kurko. And I have some Russian in the Russian like speech. I have some Russian in my book, and to make sure that it was correct, because I ran it through fucking Google, you know. to make sure it was good, I asked her. I said, "Hey, can you check out my could you check out my Russian, make sure it's all good?" And so I just sent her those chunks of those chapters. And so that was my way of showing her some love. Aside from the actual acknowledgement in the front of the book, I named her, so I don't need to worry about. So yeah, my friend Polina, I gave her a thanks in the front of the book, but also I named the Russian capital ship from World War IV after her. So I do that kind of thing. You're right. The McFarlane would be fucking great. But it's not a war. It'd have to be a non-battleship. It'd have to be like someone's personal ship. It'd be even better if someone like loved. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Yeah. Good idea though. Good idea. I like Space Crime Orville. I don't think I'll get much writing done this year, but I'll need to start building clientele for copywriting services. Yes, sirree, Bob. Orville season 1 was okay. The show really found its feet in season 2. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It was, and you can see the huge leaps and improvements that it takes from season 1 to season 2, which is why I'm super excited about season 3, because you see him learn. Essentially, we're watching Seth MacFarlane learn. It looks like he's learning to write and work in a new genre, in a new kind of medium, new pace, because he still treats the production of the show like an animated show. He doesn't write the show week to week. He writes all the scripts. It's all done before they start filming. He write all of it's written and done and ready to go, and then they start filming. So yeah, I love that and because me personally, I do the same thing. I take what I know from other skill sets and I apply them to writing, and I apply them to new things that I do. So when I was writing my book, I approached it like an animation. When I was planning it out, I was like, okay, how do I write a book? What would I do if this was an animation? And then I followed that same workflow, and I got what I got. So that's another reason I relate to. I mean, like, I like Seth MacFarlane so much, is I relate to him a lot in that as a creative, I followed the same path. And so I really like Seth MacFarlane. He's seems like a great guy. Love to meet him someday. One of the few fucking celebrity type peoples that I'd actually really like to meet. Seems like I love it, man. I enjoyed Orville a lot. Yep. Seth MacFarlane was also Ensign Rivers in Enterprise. Oh, I didn't watch Enterprise, so I have a reason to watch Enterprise. Seth MacFarlane's in it. No, I'm gonna watch. I need to watch the Enterprise, because I used to say Enterprise is the worst Star Trek. I'm not gonna bother with Enterprise. It looks like shit. The captain looks like a stoner. Yada yada yada. People are like, "That's the guy from Quantum Leap." I say, Quantum Leap. I say, I haven't seen Quantum Leap. Like, I say he looks like a stoner. Me, as a teenager at the time, I was like, as a teenager, I wouldn't follow this guy into space. I wouldn't. He'd get us all killed. But now there is terrible Star Trek in the world, and so I got to give Enterprise a shot. So thank you, Anti Joe, for the fun fact. I'm gonna look for him. He got me talking Zelda. I love me some Zelda, man. Clientele sounds dirty. Well, as he is cleaning up their writing, that is appropriate. You need a ship or computer AI named the MacFarlane. It's like a computer AI that's all quippy and funny. Soul Assassin, howdy, Soul Assassin, good to see you. I am looking forward to that. Like, that's one of the things that as I'm once I get into the writing process, it's one of the things that when I need to name something, or when I need to make something, I go, okay, what's the history behind this? Who made this? Who is this person? Et cetera, et cetera. And that's how I figure out hey, you know what? This is like a perfect little, like, Addie is my little tribute to Firefly as a character. Her nickname is Firefly. But Addie's my little tribute to Firefly. There's a scene where there's a video. I'm just going to share this video. Anyone who's read my book will know what scene this is. And this is where it came from. This is, I mean, the scene was going to happen. The scene was going to happen, but I saw an opportunity to include this. Okay, this part might have to get clipped. It might get a copyright claim. So if it does, I'll just cut it out. But if anyone watching the replay, if you want to see the video we're about to play, and this just turns into my background for about 40 seconds, look on YouTube for I Can Break These Cuffs.
Get back in front of the car.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, officer. I'm sorry.
Stay right there. Put your hand.
22 Kentucky and Beer back 3 out of 55 and 417 91.
Stand up straight. What is wrong with you? Take a deep breath. It'll be all right. Take a deep breath.
I love it.
Break these cuffs.
You can't break those cuffs. We appreciate your cooperation now, okay?
I could break these cuffs. That's not the full clip. Where's the full clip? Where's the full clip? Okay.
One time.
Okay, so this is where it starts off. He has to chase the guy down.
Get up. Get up.
All right, he drags him back.
Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down off of it. Get down. Get off the pole.
He wants to laugh.
What are you
The
doing,
cop
bro?
wants
Come
to
here.
laugh.
Oh.
Takes off again.
Stay right
Brings
there.
him back. This is where we
What's
watched.
wrong
Okay.
with you?
What is wrong
I
with you?
apologize, but I'm trying to make money. You know, the last time we met,
I stopped you a few weeks ago.
I went to jail for that. Okay. I don't beg for anything. You see those tourists out there? You see them, they love me. And I try to make honest dollars, so I try to make it the best way I can.
Do me a favor. Stand up straight at the car, please. Take a deep breath. It'll be all right. Take a deep breath.
All right.
I think I have an idea what to do with you. Hold on. Hey, Sergeant Reyes.
Okay.
If you remember last week, that employs little people.
Yeah. All right, Dave.
Most talented. Stay up
Okay,
straight.
so that's the story with this guy. It's a whole thing. It's a
I went
whole
to jail
thing.
for that.
But this was the best. I can break these cuffs.
Stand up straight. What is wrong with you?
I apologize, but I'm trying to make money.
Okay. So that's this guy with I can break these cuffs. I know a Russian girl named Polina. It's a Russian name. Makes sense. My friend is beautiful, by the way. Absolutely lovely. She's a model, so she's a little skinny for my taste, but she's just and what's great is that as pretty as you may think she is, she's even prettier on the inside. She is one of the sweetest people I've ever met in my whole life. I love her to bits. I need to catch up with her. It's been a while. The USS McFarlane, a ship of comedians. Yes! That might, or yeah, some kind of a traveling entertainment ship. That'd be great. That'd be great. The McDonald or the Norm, a party ship, like a lounge ship. The Norm McDonald, yeah. You know what's sad? Like, I'm so bad with names, with people's names, especially actors and comedians and whatnot. I'm bad with people's names. I've gotten better about it being in the community where people are talking about entertainment and different actors and people in charge and all that shit. But when I heard Norm MacDonald died, I was like, who's that? And I looked him up. I said, oh, that sucks. Let's see who's Norm MacDonald. He's a comedian. You know who Norm MacDonald is? I said, I don't know. I don't recognize the name. Let me look. And when I saw who it was, I said, no! Oh, not him. Shit. That sucked. It really sucked. Say McFarlane as the name of the design of the ship instead of the. Oh well, I'll like I said, I'll figure it out. You guys don't need to throw suggestions my way. I'll figure it out. I'll feel it out. And what feels right feels right. Whatever I do would be what I do. I don't plan ahead too much. I plan the big stuff. I don't plan the little stuff. Animation skill sets. I'm back. Welcome back, Philip. It helps that Seth has always been a Trekkie. Yep. There's a video out there of him doing a fan film sketch of Star Trek when he was a kid. I need to see that. He built the set and everything. Oh, man. Seth MacFarlane is just fucking awesome human being. I love the end of season 1 of the Orville. Such a good episode. Season 2 was excellent. Yes, it was fantastic. Joe Malazzi often does that too. I got new contacts. I had to take one out. I got new contacts for your eyes. I was okay when you said you got new contacts. I thought people. You had to take one out. You had to do what? Philip Blair, are you secretly an assassin? Yay. Cousin called me back. I can't say he did, can't say he didn't. What I can say is it shouldn't happen again. We're gonna keep an eye on him for a spell. Nice, good. It would be nice if Cousin could well, I guess I don't know how much Cousin could do to help repair the damage that he's done in the town, or maybe with the repair costs of the garage or of the property, you know? Anything like that would be nice, and a show of good faith, etc. And not instead of just we'll keep him under lock. Like, can you have him own up to it and like, you know, a little recompense? He's only in like 2 episodes of Enterprise. Well, like I said, I already have motivation to watch Enterprise because I watched the absolute garbage that was Discovery season 1, and if I'm gonna watch that fucking trash. Because I knew people were going to say, you didn't watch the whole thing. You can't say it's not good if you don't see the whole thing. Fuck you. Yes, I can. And, well, if I watch that piece of shit, I can watch Enterprise. I should watch Enterprise, I should say. You guys are going to get me all mad talking about Star Trek. Seth MacFarlane and also Matt Stone and Trey Parker. Fuck yeah, I love those guys. These 3 of my favorite fucking... comedy creators right there. I grew up on Matt and Trey. I grew up on those guys. Forget Star Trek these days. It's a Star Trek. Yeah, that's why that's why I was saying you guys are going to get me mad. I got all happy talking about Seth MacFarlane, and then as more Star Trek talk comes on, I start, you know. Now, if Sheriff finds any proof, Numbers could get stuck with reimbursing Catherine for their painters. Yeah, true. Could get stuck doing it, but he should just do it. I argue that Enterprise rivals the greatness of TNG, but not as good as DS9. Yeah, DS9 is the best. It was clearly... me as a teenager, watching the previews, I was like, I don't think this is going to be very good. And I finished Voyager. I watched Voyager front to back. And I saw Enterprise as, this looks worse. This actually looks worse than Voyager. Voyager... it was good, but then 7 of 9 appeared, and aside from being a teenager and 7 of 9, she had some great fucking stories. She had some great stories. Of course, Kate Mulgrew was kind of a bitch about it, but fuck Kate Mulgrew. I do not take kindly to some of the things that she has said. I argue that Enterprise rivals. Oh yeah. And that's okay. Okay, Tina. I'll keep that in mind as I'm watching, because TNG also had a slow start. You know, it was a slow burn in the beginning. The video is adorable, but strangely, his voice sounds exactly the same as it does today. Darius. I'm just going to move along. Oh, you mean Seth MacFarlane? Well, that's the thing. When you're a youthful son of a bitch, you sound youthful and you look youthful. And Seth MacFarlane has not aged very much. Call the AI MacFarlane, Mac for short. Guys, no more suggestions. I'll figure it out. I did like Enterprise the most. Really? Did you watch Deep Space Nine? The Raylos sent me here. Oh, they mad? Are they mad? I'm not talking about Disney Wars though. I'm talking about the Trek, an Ewok. Oh yeah, we watched an Ewok try to break some handcuffs. Oh, is that where I am in the chat? Let me see. Mini Hulk, not Smash. He's an acrobat. I know, right? I love that he tried to climb the pole. He was like, ah! And he tried to shimmy up the pole. It was so good. Yeah, that was real. This was an episode of Cops. I'm just gonna leave it playing in the background, dude. Oh wait, no, I can't because I'm in case of the strike, in case of the claim. I mean, all right, yeah, he was definitely on something. Oh yeah, he was on some shit. I don't know what he did, but he was probably selling drugs because he said, "I'm just trying to make $1. I'm just trying to make money." And then this guy, what's really nice is that he calls his buddy. He's like, "Isn't there a place around here that employs little people?" Yeah, this place over here, yada yada. They do shows and stuff. So Cup went and probably got this guy a job, which is fucking great. I love it. And same question, but they stopped him off. What was he doing? Kind of likes his women like he writes his novels. Thick. I am looking for a lady with some hips. She's got to have some hips, or my baby is gonna break her in half. R.I.P. Norm. Norm Macdonald was a legend. Absolutely. I was so sad to hear he passed. We lived through others, so it is best to remember. Hulk smashed the like button. First contact, first day I got lenses. Oh, wow. No way. Impressive. I thought, you know what? As a kid, I thought the board cream was pretty hot. I was like, that's a hot robot. At least we got to see Norm's final performance on the Orville Season 3. He filmed all of his parts for Yaphet. Hope we see him in human form on the holodeck again. Yeah. Oh, he filmed all his parts for Yaphet? Okay. That's awesome. That is... it's going to be kind of bittersweet to watch, but... Is my head flipping the fuck out? Damn it, son of a bitch. Oh, I know what to fix here. Yeah, hold on. Fixed. Okie dokie. Oops, minimize that. Yeah, that is going to be kind of sad, but also really great that whatever was there for him is going to be done. We get one more stretch of Norm. Environmental simulator. Oh, that's right, environmental simulator. But we do have a choice. Hey, Kai, good to see you. Hey, Potato Revan, good to see you, brother. Bienvenidos al show, man. Dude, so many great people here tonight. Thank you all for hanging out. It's fucking cool, man. I could never get into Star Trek. Wasn't my thing, but a lot of my friends liked it. Really? I loved it. As a kid, so Star Trek, I don't know if they changed the time or I just randomly got to watch it when I was a kid. But as a kid, okay, so it was a new episode. It was whatever we were watching that was on before Star Trek ended. And you know how it was back in the day? Credits are rolling, and then they'd slide the credits over and squish it visually. And as a designer, you don't do that, but they did it. So you'd squish that, and then on the side they'd appear the video of the preview of the next show, like coming up next, Worf does a thing, and then Geordi LaForge. Will Captain Picard be able to whatever? Up next on Star Trek: The Next Generation, a brand new episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. And as a kid, I was like, that sounds amazing. And then my dad says, all right, boys, time for bed. No. I just yelled no. And he looks at me like, what the fuck? And I jumped off the couch. I said, no, I want to stay up and watch Star Trek. And after that, I got to stay up and watch Star Trek. Always, every time. Is that helping or not helping? That's better. Okay, there we go. I'll put up a little flickering in the background as long as my face looks good. But yeah, Soul Assassin. If you never got into Star Trek, give Deep Space Nine a shot. There's a couple episodes in season 1 and 2 that you can skip. Just send me a private message if you decide to dive into Star Trek Deep Space Nine. But Star Trek Deep Space Nine went in a kind of a different direction than the other Star Treks. It was darker, it was more serious, and I'm not just saying darker because of the racial diversity in the show. But it was darker. It dealt with war. It dealt with like some more serious issues, and it had a consistent storyline. It's very different than the other Star Treks. So, if you're curious or want to give it a shot, drop me a message and I'll help you get acclimated. Or I could give you a short list of specific episodes to watch, and if you're digging those, then you can go back if you feel like it and watch the show all the way through, with of course the caveats that I mentioned, because no one should ever have to watch those episodes. Alan Moraine, something. I don't give a shit. Fuck that episode. Enterprise is good. You'd love it. 7 of 9 turned out to be a great character. Yeah, she was fantastic. As a kid, that was not in my head. I was just like, oh my God. She is unbelievable. Popcast guys leaked exclusive last week. Bakula wants to do new Quantum Leap and NBC won't let him. How unsurprising. I saw a video from hold on, the Companion, Sci-Fi Companion. They've got a thing here, and it was an interview with someone who's working on the new Quantum Leap, and she was being interviewed by one of these BIPOC people, and she was asking stupid fucking questions, and then the girl with the show seemed to be double talking. So I was like, okay, either she's double talking for the sake of the show, so that this bitch over here doesn't run her through the mud and destroy like the show in the media, or the show's gonna be hot fucking garbage. And this right here, PJ, this makes me think it's gonna be hot garbage. Quantum Leap is my money's on Quantum Leap being hot trash fire. Seth MacFarlane is not allowed to age. Good. If he does begin to age, we need to slap him with a restraining order on aging. He needs to stay at least 50 years away from looking old. Hey, let me see. Morning, Darius. Thick thighs save lives. I know a lady who has hips. They aren't hers, and she keeps them in a bin with human heads. She calls her babies. Everyone has their quirks. Let me see. Bare bones. Okay, let me catch up here. Let me see how much more catching up to. Oh yes, I'm almost caught up. All right. 7 days before Star Trek. I don't follow that one. The Hughleys. They explore the roots. Some great work. I can't comment. I have to watch the show. I'll make that the next show. I'm rewatching DS9 right now, but maybe I should just throw on Enterprise. The PJs, the projects, like the show that Eddie Murphy, the claymation show Eddie Murphy was on. PJs, projects. He was the super. Thank you. Love DS9. Yeah, it was the best. Revan Pohl is one of my favorite Star Trek characters. You know, it's weird. The kid from Voyager messaged me on Twitter. The Borg guy, the Borg kid. Remember they saved those kids from the Borg because their people used them as like a virus delivery system. But the actor, the one that played the oldest one that stayed the longest, he follows me on Twitter, and he's trying to get a project off the ground. And so he's putting feelers out to people, and random shit. I was like, hey guy, you did good back then. I prefer Miss Parker from the Pretender. Alan Moraine, yeah, that one is called Come Along Home. It was pretty bad. Yes, yeah, fuck that episode. It was terrible. It wasn't the worst thing ever, but it was the worst DS9 episode ever. That one and the stupid fucking Bird Bones episode. There's another one in season 1 that I tend to skip, I think, but those are the two that I always skip. Bird Bones episode is the one about the other doctor, about the doctor in the wheelchair. That was actually the original concept. Fun fact, Bacula's the wrong gender for the Quantum Leap remake. So the fun fact about Deep Space Nine, the original concept for Dr. Bashir was actually that doctor from that episode, that he was from a planet with low gravity, and so he was in a wheelchair and yada, yada, yada. But logistically, that was going to make the show very hard to produce on a weekly basis. So they moved away from that. They didn't do that. And logically, well, I don't know, whatever. So they didn't go that route, but that was the original concept for Bashir. So I think when they needed a filler episode, or where they needed an episode just to get an episode out, that was the concept that they were like, hey, what about the concept for what if we just brought her in as a character, did an episode with her, she has a thing with Bashir, yada yada. They're like, yeah, cool, do it. Make that one of the stories for this episode. I think that was the A story. So because A story, B story, etc. So, but that was the original concept for Dr. Bashir, was that doctor, and that episode was crap. Hate that episode. And I don't like her either. She's such a pain in the ass. Just bitching about everything. Ugh. For Miss Parker from The Predator. From the what? From The Pretender. Let me see. Bacula's wrong. Okay, there we are. Now, okay, I know where I am now. But Trek is what is now done. Can it be repaired? I don't think so. Oh yeah, they just need to erase all the modern stuff. Everything after Enterprise doesn't exist. I don't mind 2009 Trek. Those movies were well cast. They were very well cast, but they were all show, no substance. It's like a cup of ramen noodles when they're used to actual Japanese ramen. Like Star Trek is actual Japanese ramen from Japan, and the guy puts it down in front of you, goes "Arigato," and moves along. And then the modern stuff is top ramen, microwaved top ramen with bird shit sprinkled in it. Hey again. that's a difference. Just couldn't stay away. You missed a lot of fun. Courtney. I think you missed the little person. This is some of what you missed here. Okay. I would accept them having a new Quantum Leap sequel with a new protagonist only if they make Scott Bakula in the role that Al used to be in with Ziggy. I haven't seen Quantum Leap, but I love in It's Always Sunny. Excuse me. And It's Always Sunny, they do a Quantum Leap reference where they're in black people's bodies. And Scott Bakula is in that episode. And they're like, dude, we're totally quantum leaping right now. And then they run into Scott Bakula as a janitor. They're like, hey, what the hell, man? They're like giving him shit. What is this side? It's so weird. Why is it like that? Oh, it's gone. Maybe it's my shadow. But yeah, so It's Always Sunny has that Quantum Leap reference with Scott Bakula, and it's fucking awesome. Jolene Baylock as T'Pol is hot. See, here's the thing. Enterprise came after Voyager. Voyager had 7 of 9. I saw that T'Pol was cute. She was cute. But I wasn't going to watch the show just for her. They needed more than that. They needed some Star Trek. I watched Star Trek for Star Trek. I didn't watch Star Trek for the hotties. Yeah, what's her name? The empath from The Next Generation was hot. And I thought the Doctor was really pretty. And in DS9, Kira and Dax were my... Well, Dax was a childhood crush. Kira, kind of a lifelong crush. We were looking at Kira at Nana Visitor now that she's like in her 60s. Ooh. Yeah. I she could cougar it up with me all day. But So yeah, I had plenty of beautiful, tough women that I adored, and T'Pol just wasn't cutting it. That wasn't enough. I was like, you need more than just T'Pol. Po, howdy, brother. Good to see you. Bienvenidos, amigo. Icheb, that's the one, the kid with the board kid. Yeah, Icheb. Oh, I think it's actually spelled with an I. Icheb's the one I was talking about. Oh no, came during Star Trek talk. Yeah, I told you missed the little person. Did you see all Ezra Miller had? All his projects paused by WB, and all future projects are in doubt, and his contracts is in dispute. Nice. I did not see that. That's fantastic. I'm working on a thumbnail for This Week in Bullshit, for tomorrow's This Week in Bullshit. So in case anyone here doesn't know, on Thursdays at 4 p.m. Pacific, I think it's 6 p.m. Central, This Week in Bullshit on Justin Proper's channel. I'm there. You can find me there. And tomorrow we're talking about Ezra Miller, amongst other things. And I'm working on the thumbnail. So I'm so excited to see him burn. Trash motherfucker ruining the Flash. They should have just got the TV show Flash. He did a great job, even though the show kind of after a while. Manu Intiraimi is each of. Yeah, that's his name. Intiraimi. Yeah, that guy. Seems like a nice guy. Actually, he seems pretty grounded. Not, but yeah. Bird of Prey 5 made a video addressing him, which he eventually saw and retweeted. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, he seems pretty grounded dude. And he was polite and everything. He was a little quick to be like, the thing is, he's okay. So when you're trying to get a project going, he was saying, if you know anyone that can, etc. I was like, well, before I do know some people that could throw some money at a project that he's working on. I do know some people like that, but I'm not gonna contact them to support a project that I don't know what it is. And so I asked for the script. I was like, I'm gonna have to read the script first. And he said he'd essentially show the script to them. I was like, nope. No, that's not how it works. You're not leapfrogging me like that. I don't know what his project is. And if he should be able to send me the script without being worried about me like stealing it or whatever, because it should already be, he should have a copyright on it, and or it should be registered with the there's an organization in Hollywood. The name is not coming to me right now, but you can register your scripts so that then if someone else goes and tries to make your script, like, hey, excuse me, this is actually registered to somebody else, so I'm gonna go work with them now. So it shouldn't be a problem. So I was like, all right, well, I'm not talking to anyone then. Discovery is the worst ever, just because no one said anything to this point. Oh no, I said stuff. I did. I said modern. I'm just not naming it. I said modern. All the modern stuff is trash because it's not just that. It's the other stuff that they're doing too. Actually, I heard PJ said that the animated one wasn't terrible. I don't know. Fortunately, that's not what the execs think. What did my show say? I must have missed it. I guess I did. Oh well. Discovery is the worst ever is absolute fucking trash, man. And I have said a couple times now what a piece of shit it is. I haven't read anything. Oh, I have read stuff, but just not, I kind of got on a tangent with Zelda and then Star Trek. I was talking about video games. Not hard to predict that mindset. I wouldn't be surprised by an all-female cast. Ugh. The men couldn't get it right. We'll show them how it's done. You're right. The new protagonist is female. Yeah, lame. Without the seasoning packet. Yeah, without the seasoning packet. Microwave, top ramen without the seasoning packet, and bird shit sprinkled in. Thank you all again. I have to go. Take care, Story Man Jack. Have a good one, man. I was supposed to finish 2 chapters of each story tonight so I could edit this weekend. Another episode of the Noir story drops tomorrow. Nice. Have a good one, Story Man Jack. Sorry for being a distraction. Ramen analogies of the wee hours. Quantum Leap. Straight white man becomes other people and learns diverse life experiences. Yeah, they don't think that deep. They just see, because they're racist. So they see a white man and then they go, and they start saying dumb shit. Well, Yas Queen learned in the reboot. T'Pol character was good, though. I didn't see a single episode of Enterprise. In New Quantum Leap, they confirmed it will focus on race and LGBTQ issues, of course. The main cast are feminists. Pfft, God damn. Way to shoot your show in the fucking asshole. And Pox, like, groaned. Yeah, they killed the show. The show's gonna be trash. T'Pol is a great character, Kai. Just hot. Okay, yeah. But watching the previews as a teenager, that's all I saw. I was like, okay, I see a hot chick, a stoner captain, and a bunch of randos in a story that doesn't seem to line up with the timeline because I knew my Star Trek by that point. So I was like, doesn't feel right. So yeah, Nana equals what? She's beautiful. But I did crush on the character. So it's hotter and smarter than 7 of 9. I disagree with the hotter part. There's a woke boys meets world. There's a woke boy meets world reboot and woke Fresh Prince Bel-Air. Yeah. Series finale killed. Killed Quantum Leap. Oh, the series finale killed Quantum Leap. Well, it's the series finale. That's what series finales do. They kill the show. Shisato was Gorg. Okay, let me get back to articles here. Ezra Mills putting a set. He's loopy. Paul would be on my 6. 2 hotties in Enterprise. There's 2? As a gender non-conforming person, I wonder what prison, if any, Ezra will be sent to. I hope a deep ditch that he can't climb out of. No way How Watch Girl Meets World wasn't as good as the original, but it was not woke. Man 2 follows me as well. I got into a fight with Tim Russ. He called me a cunt and said I was mentally ill because I called him on his bullshit. Catherine upset with me for making that call. Didn't expect that. Oh. That is unexpected. But that is, you know what? You did the right thing. Sometimes women are going to get mad about that. C'est la vie. She'll get over it. Tell her to eat some of your cookies and remember how nice you are to her. Like dangling modifiers. I meant Wonder Years. Oh, Wonder Years. There's a Wonder Years. Trash. Actually, Kai Manu Icheb has been a guest on my channel. No shit. He has a lot of baggage. He is constantly pissing people off for no reason. Oh, really? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Why? It makes sense if he has a lot of baggage growing up as an actor, you know? That makes sense. He's constantly pissing people off for no reason. I didn't know that. Can you tell me more? But can you elaborate on that a little bit? Or would it come off kind of like talking shit? Or is it that like, no, this guy needs to calm the fuck down, you know? Because I did put it to him pretty straight. I was like, hey man, first of all, unless you're unprofessional or, you know, dumb, then you should be able to show me your script. Second of all, you should probably schmooze me a little more before you start asking these questions. That's how I laid it out to him, because I was like, I'd like to help, but no. I wonder what prison Ezra Miller... Oh, yeah. Wait, what? Did I scroll up somehow? I like Anti-Drive. It sounds like a badass sci-fi engine. He has even gone after Deej on Twitter. What? No way. What the fuck? Ichib went after Deej? The fuck's he going after Deej for? That's why he saw my tweets, because he follows some of you guys and shit. Okay. Makes more sense now. It felt like it was out of nowhere, but now I've got some more puzzle pieces. Discovery is hot garbage. Hey. Don't. Okay, when you say it like that, Sam, you make it sound fancy. Don't make it sound fancy. Garbage sounds fancier than garbage. So if you're going to spell it garbage wrong, Garbidge. Garbage. Gauge Anti-Drive. Speaking of video games, later hit me up, Kai, and talk about Sonic at 6 p.m. Cali time. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, was it? Shit. last week. I totally forget. Wait, did you send me a link? No, you didn't. Okay, yeah. Talk about Sonic. Wait, tomorrow? Sonic's not out yet, though. Okay, I'm down to talk about Sonic. Send me a link. Send me a message, etc. I'll have Twitter open while I'm on This Week in Bullshit. So after that I'll see what's what. Yes, our Deej. That's okay. Thank you for letting me know about that. So a lot of people don't like saying like, oh, this person did this, that person did that. I think it's good to be informed about how people behave and treat other people. Like I have a friend who was a 4-star 4-diamond server at a restaurant, and at that restaurant a lot of celebrity types and politicians show up. So I know things about people that most people don't know. And that's why when someone mentioned Eliza Dushku, I think today we're talking on ETIP's show about Eliza Dushku. Someone, Angelus met Eliza Dushku, and she was, I guess, kind of a bitch to him, or he felt like she was. And I was like, your impression of her sounds like an impression that people would have. But what I heard, because she actually treated my friend well, but her attitude was she's kind of a no bullshit kind of girl, a kind of woman. So I was not surprised at all by the way Angelus received her behavior. But I don't see her as being like a shitty person, you know? When you treat people who serve you well, you're decent. In the QL remake, Samantha, or whoever, will travel back in time and lecture people about diversity and pronouns. And then she'll get strung up from a tree. Another great stream. Thank you, Dr. Forbin Colossus. One of those feminists and Pox will quantum leap into the bodies of their mortal enemies and actually learn some empathy for a change. No way. The writers couldn't write that. They wouldn't understand how. They think essentially people who would write that show would be like, empathy is such like a white supremacy trait. That's like oppression. Okay. Kai doesn't think Hoshi was hot. I didn't say that. She is hot. But someone said she's hotter than 7? No. I was tempted to watch Enterprise just for her. So she is very attractive. But that was not enough. Hoshi has a work that never progressed. What the fuck is... Okay, cool. I thought I almost caught up, and then you guys kept talking. Going to sleep now. Good night, Antiderivative Jill. It's been a blast. People wanting to calm their tits. Yeah, right? It's more likely they jump back into their enemies and try to figure out ways to get themselves canceled. Have a good night. I was hoping my message wouldn't show, but I think there's a massive delay between me deleting a comment and it disappearing. No, Nick, actually, it does not disappear for me. That's the problem. Once you send it to YouTube, it gets sent to Streamlabs, and Streamlabs, once you delete it on YouTube, it's gone on YouTube. But here on the Streamlabs site, it never disappears. So I don't know what's been retracted because I don't have the video up on my second screen so I can see. So sorry, man. I'm going to sleep. All right. Good night, Lord Elderchaster. Sweet dreams, and hope we keep you good company. Discovery is pretty. Strange New Worlds is the same. It's nicely frosted. The cake is tasteless. No, that's the thing. It's not cake. It's frosted shit. They're like, look at this cake we made. It looks like a cake. And then you slice into it, and it's a chocolate. Is this chocolate? Oh my god, what the fuck? It's not cake. It's actual shit. It's about all things Sonic kind of. Okay, yeah, cool. Rock and roll, man. I did play the Sonic games as a kid, so I'm down. Would be a better adjective. Harry Kim never progressed. Just like Harry Kim never progressed. Yeah, right? But you know what? I actually have a character in my book named after... it's Captain Kim. Captain Catherine Kim. Is, you know, who you can figure it out, you Trekkies. And the joke is that she's a captain. But in my book, Captain Catherine Kim, one-man show, lovely metaphor. I have a different one involving orgasms, but I decided not to use it. Never disappears for Kai, yeah. You seen Jolene Blaylock in Stargate? I watched the original Stargate. I never made it as far as Atlantis. Jolene Blaylock. Oh, Blaylock, there's no Y. Oh, she was to Paul also? I mean, she was to Paul. How come the picture of the blonde girl from the Star Trek movie pops up? Yeah, okay. What about her, though? Oh, damn. That's a good picture. Of T'Pol. It was a picture of T'Pol. But anyway, sorry to disappoint. One man show, Nick McCabe, I'm sure you're creative enough to imagine it. I don't like people seeing my grammatical mistakes. Russian accent is not cake. It's caca. Oh, Russian accent. He's not cake. He's caca. What's Russian for shit? Yat. But is that just a curse word or is it actually shit? English to Russian. Shit. Termo.
Dirmo.
What?
Dirmo. Dirmo.
Dirmo? Dirmo? Dirmo. What? That doesn't... That did not help having it pronounced for me. I'm trying to keep my comments a bit cleaner, Kai. Oh, I hear you. I don't care, though. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Oh, fuck, I'm still here. Good night. Looks like they made Tilly gain weight since she got so fat. It's super sad. They made her gain weight? That's just cruel. If that's not nice. Yeah, I saw the pictures. When I just looked up her name, so both pictures of her came up in both. But telepathy is difficult to constrain, so Harry never had a chance. It is 40-minute time slot. Oh, teleplay. Sorry, telepathy, but teleplay is difficult time constraint. In Irish, cake is ka. Oh, babies in Irish say caca. In Spanish, it's caca. That's just what it is. But yeah, okay, hold on. Let's switch back to video games for a minute. Oh man, that was fun though. That was a fun tangent, just talking about Star Trek and Zelda and stuff. That was fucking dope. All right, so Overwatch player attaches motor to their mouse to dominate as Mercy. Motherfucker attached a small motor to his mouse. This might be the biggest brain Mercy player ever. One Overwatch player took efficiency. One Overwatch player took efficiency to a new level by modifying their mouse to maximize their Mercy healing and damage boost output. Twitch streamer Evil Toaster shared a clip from a recent stream where he played and chatted with the Mercy in question. When targeting teammates, the Mercy player appeared to be switching between healing and damage boosting extremely fast, which initially made Evil Toaster think that they were griefing. When he questioned them, the Mercy player explained that they were using a mouse with a free-moving scroll wheel. The exact mouse in question is a Logitech G502. Free-moving scroll wheels continue moving until they're stopped by a user, which is different from the usual notch-based mice. Who no joke attached a motor to their free-moving scroll wheel on their G502 mouse so they could switch between. If you're not doing this, you're just throwing, to be honest. Son of a bitch. Fuck you, Twitter. Cocksucker. All right. Yeah. There we go. Okay, we're back. All right. So pretty much, to explain for anyone that doesn't know, this character has the ability to heal if you left click and damage boost if you right click. Apparently, This guy said, and if you scroll wheel, it switches. I think he made it so the scroll wheel switches between the two. So essentially, he's always doing both. He is always healing and damage boosting. The Mercy player went on to explain that they had attached a small motor to the scroll wheel, could turn it on and off at will. They bound their healing and damage boosting abilities to the mouse scroll, meaning that when the scroll wheel was moving, Mercy would switch between healing and damage boosting so quickly that the target would receive both benefits. They also rigged a custom button to the side of the mouse to help control the effect. Evil Toaster begged the Mercy to send them a picture of the modded mouse, but at time of writing, he hasn't said whether they actually sent him photos. Commenters called the ploy delightfully broken, with some asking whether it would be considered an exploit by Blizzard. One commenter said it reminded them of an old tweet of Cassidy player using a magnifying glass of a Cassidy player. I've never heard of Cassidy using a magnifying glass taped to their monitor. A magnifying glass taped to their monitor to aim better. Ooh, regardless of whether it's really cheating or just good fun, we doubt Evil Toaster will ever forget this match. So yeah, my hands are really fast. I'm not going to elaborate on that, but if you just right click, just hold down right click and then spam left click, you can do the same effect. It's more work, but I mean, you're not copping out like this guy with the motor. So yeah, that's impressive. If you play Overwatch, there's your broken Mercy. You want to win matches nonstop? There you go. Okay. That's what's going on here. All right, so the next thing I'm going to read is actually relevant to all of us because I know we all do it. But telepathy is a difficult time constraint, and Harry never had a chance. 40-minute time slot. What? I thought I already read that earlier. Oh, guess not. Irish cake is wait. Goodbye, Trek. Trek. Was Captain Trek here, or are you talking about Star Trek? Goodbye, Trek. Yes, Trek is gone. Try not to imagine a Firefly reboot. It'll make your eyes smoke, your ears smoke. Well, if you want Firefly, there's the comics. They did the comics. Check your Twitter, bud. I sent you Tilly comparison pics. Okay. Wait, I have Twitter open already. Oh, no. I know. I know she gained a lot of weight. I know she did. I mean, I thought you were going to send me to Paul, the actress and stuff. Oh, she looks unhappy. She looks unhappy now that she's fat. Dude, I really hope they didn't make her gain weight. That would actually make me angry. Because she was cute. She was cute. She wasn't my type, but she was cute. They made her gain weight. If they did that, that's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. She should fucking sue them. And I mean, I don't know. That's terrible. That's fucking terrible if that's true. I don't get the fuss over Tilly. Her weight fluctuates. So what? No, it's not. It doesn't fluctuate. It just keeps increasing. The problem is if they're making somebody gain weight for political reasons or whatever, instead of just casting someone who's a little heavier, that's fucked up. Because what they're doing is they're cutting down on her life expectancy, and it's not healthy. And it's not okay. It's not okay. Like, you can gain some weight if you're like, I want to be for a role. Like, this character is bigger. I'm going to gain some weight. Okay. Look at Christian Bale with The Machinist. Christian Bale went to skinny as bones, motherfucker. He went from that in the span of a year or less. He went from that to buff Batman. The Machinist was badass, by the way. If anyone hasn't seen The Machinist, check it out. I saw that before I knew who the fuck he was. But that's the thing. Like, her weight doesn't fluctuate. She's just been getting heavier and heavier. Later private message. Okay, you got it, man. Oh, okay. I see what the subject is. Okay, got it. I will read those after the stream. The studio have no reason to push her to do that. Not to us normal, sane people, no. But the way these fucking crazy people think, yeah, they're like, we need more representation. It needs to be okay for fat people to be. They need to feel represented on the show and shit. So yeah, they would do that. They are horrible people. They're not normal. They're insane. And dement and deranged. And a lot of them should be in fucking prison or ostracized from society or just sent to a third world country just to be like, here, go learn what it's like. It said just send them there without any money or any support infrastructure at all. Find your way out. Get back home on your own with no help. It was, and if you get help to get back here, if someone just goes, oh, I'll just pay for your tickets and get you home. Nope, send them right back. It was COVID confinement. They did not make her, I think. But that's the thing. She was already gaining weight though in the beginning. She was seemed like that was already happening. So that's why I was saying if they did that, because I don't know. It's some, I think Revan said it looks like, and so I'm like, so if they did that, that's fucked up. But if not, then she's just lazy and I can make fun of her for it. So what will be the next sci-fi ground? It will not be what advances the idea of real exploration. Well, my story's not about exploration, but that's some new sci-fi for you. I've heard Raised by Wolves breaks new ground in sci-fi, but it's super weird. Raised by Wolves. I've heard that too. I've heard Raised by Wolves is quite good. Curious about it. It's strange, but it's worth a watch. Well, since we're talking about what entertainment and watching things and whatnot, check this action out. Reading on the smartphone promotes overactivity in the prefrontal cortex and lowers reading comprehension, study finds. Well, I'm reading this off a screen, so I hope I comprehend it. Prefrontal cortex, medial prefrontal cortex, amygdala. An overgrowth in the amygdala, as we learned recently, is responsible for autism. And between 6 months and a year, between 6 months and 48 months, an overstimulation and overgrowth of the amygdala is responsible for autism. A new study published in the journal Scientific Reports lends support to a body of research suggesting that reading on electronic devices reduces comprehension. The study found that reading on a smartphone promotes overactivity in the prefrontal cortex, less frequent sighing, and lower reading comprehension. Less frequent sighing, like what? Okay. More than ever, people are reading via electronic devices. For example, me right now. I mean, consuming news, reading books, and studying for exams on smartphones and tablets. But on top of causing eye strain and headaches, research suggests that using these devices leads to poorer reading comprehension, although it's unclear why. Study authors Matoyasu Honma and team launched a study to explore a possible reason for this effect. The researchers focused on two factors known to be associated with cognitive function and performance: the visual environment and respiration patterns. They proposed that the visual environment of reading on a screen may alter respiratory function and brain function, which may interact to impact cognitive performance. Hence the sighing. Thought that was a little weird. A woman working next to me was a constant loud sigher, and I began my research by wondering why she sighed so much, explained Honma. As I looked into previous studies, I became interested in the fact that sighing has a negative impression on social communication, while it has a positive effect on cognitive function. Now that I think about it, she may have been subconsciously using sighs to improve her work efficiency. A sample of 34 Japanese university students took part in the experimental study. Each student participated in 2 reading trials where they either read a text on a smartphone or read a text on paper. The 2 texts were passages taken from 2 novels by the same author, and the conditions were counterbalanced, so no student read the same text twice. While the students read, they wore functional near-infrared spectroscopy headbands that measured activity in the prefrontal cortex and masks around the mouth and nose to measure respiratory patterns. After reading, the participants completed a reading comprehension test that included 10 questions related to the content of the passages. First, the findings revealed that the students performed better on the reading test if they had read the passage on paper versus smartphone. regardless of which novel they read. This result is consistent with the literature suggesting that reading on electronic devices interferes with comprehension. Next, the researchers found differences in students' respiratory activity depending on the reading medium. When reading on paper, the students elicited a greater number of sighs compared to reading on a smartphone. A sigh was defined as a breath that has twice the depth of an average breath during a session. The findings further revealed that the students' prefrontal brain activity increased during reading in either condition, but interestingly, this brain activity was higher when reading on a smartphone compared to reading on paper. Moreover, increased activity in the prefrontal cortex was associated with a decrease in sighing and lower reading comprehension. While interpreting these findings, the researchers note that previous studies have suggested that people increase their sighing when facing demanding tasks that increase cognitive load, and the elevated prefrontal activity among students reading on a smartphone may suggest increased cognitive load compared to reading on paper, but reading on a smartphone seemed to inhibit sighing compared to reading on paper. That's strange. It actually changes your breathing pattern. There's previous research that shows that even conscious deep breathing has a positive effect on cognitive function. So, I propose that those who use electronic devices for long periods of time should increase deep breathing in places. Hanma told SitePost. The authors suggest that the interaction between increased brain activity and decreased sighing may be responsible for the decline in comprehension. For those who read on paper, the moderate cognitive load led to sighing, which may have helped restore increased respiratory variability and control of prefrontal brain activity. But for those who read on smartphones, the more intense cognitive load prevented sighing, leading to elevated brain activity. Okay. The convenience of smartphones and other electronic devices is immeasurable, and I believe that much of what we do cannot be replaced by paper. However, if both smartphones and paper can serve the same purpose, I would recommend paper. But it is currently unclear how age and familiarity with digital devices might influence the new findings. The participants were young people around 20 years old, he noted. They are the generation called digital natives. But even so, I guess that they started using digital devices only around the time they were in middle school or high school. In this regard, if someone has grown up exposed to digital environment from the time of infancy, then the result may be more positive for smartphones, contrary to the results of the study. On the other hand, I am wondering to what extent our brain is a system that can adapt to the digital environment. While more research is needed, the findings shed light on potential harmful effects of smartphones, which have been increasingly used during the pandemic. If the negative effects on smartphones are true, Hanma and colleagues write in their study, it may be beneficial to take deep breaths while reading, since sighs, whether voluntary or involuntary, regulate disordered breathing. The study, Reading on a Smartphone Affects High Generation Brain Activity and Comprehension, was authored by Motoyasu Honda, Yuri Masaoka, Natsuko Lizuka, Sayaka Wada, Sawa Kamimura, Akira. Okay, yeah, it's by a bunch of people. I thought the names were going to end, but they just kept going. So, yeah. So boosted reading comprehension when you read on paper. Go figure. Sounds like the lyrics of Gray Matter Mechanics by Allegaon. And I do like it. You see, it is strange, but it's worth a watch. Oh, the wolf one. Raised by Wolves. That's right. I want to watch it. Doc, Nina Infinity was talking about it, and it simply has to be seen. Yeah, Kai, I can't read a book on a device. I need paper. But the human organic mind do mess things up. I feel sad that I had to explain my strategy in step-by-step minute detail. Catherine thought I was interfering. Well, the one man show, the thing is, that's one of those situations where men and women have a different approach. And so if, there are times when women are going to have women explain stuff to us step by step because we don't understand. We go, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just do this? They're like, because, and then they have to explain like we're idiots. Other times it's the other way around where we have to explain everything step by step. We're like, I don't know why you don't understand this, but this is, and they go, oh, because we just have different approaches to things. And being a guy, you understand how he's going to react. You understand how it's all going to go down. With her, she doesn't see all that. And you can't work with what you don't know. I prefer paper unless the font is too dang small for me to read. Can't you increase the size digitally? We are not privy to your chat, One Man Show. Oh yeah, that was from earlier when we were talking about that was like 2 hours ago now, when we were talking about the vandalism that One Man Show and Catherine are dealing with. That's what it's pertaining to. Dr. Foreman classes. She and I are communicating by phone. I thought she was going to hang up on me for a bit. Oh, I'm glad she didn't. I use my smartphone for dumb things like making phone calls. Stop. It is private for us regular folk. Huh? Stop. It is private for us. I don't follow what's private. All this breathing research is well understood by the Iceman, Wim Hof. He has great stuff on YouTube. Wim Hof, the Iceman. What's his thing? I could only change the font size in a book with a magnifying glass. Well, yeah, in a paper book. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking for some reason the ebook thing. Gotcha. I will see about the formatting for the next one to make the text a little bigger. One Man Show. I'll see if I can get it comfortable a little bit bigger without increasing the page count and stuff. I'm going to give that a shot. All right. Just letting you know, I'm going to give that a shot because once I'm done, once this yellow one here makes it all the way through, then I do all the fixes. After that, I'm going to go through and what's it called? Do the formatting. See if I can make it a little bigger. You have to learn about Wim Hof, Kai. Fascinating stuff. All right, let me just pull it up right now for myself. Excuse me. Whoops. Nope. Wim Hof. Go. Red-haired giant grabbed me. Oh, sweet. More Sabe stuff. Wim Hof. 1.97 million subscribers. Oh, he does meditation and whatnot. Oh, there's a pot leaf in the background of this. Okay, yeah, I think I might check this guy out. He's got a pot leaf in his thumbnails. You won me over. Thank you, PJ. Clinically proven techniques. Nice. Changing the font size will alter the page count. Yeah, but I could also, it's not the only factor in page count. There's line spacing, there's kerning or the space between letters. There's stuff like that. So there's, the thing is, that would be a lot. That's why once I'm done with all the fixes, I'm going to create a new file for the print version and see if and play with it, because that's a whole other task, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm just going to make sure the fixes are done first. He climbed Everest in just shorts. Oh, fuck. That guy? I know who that is. I mean, I've heard of him at least. I don't know who that is, but yeah. Oh, man. Okay. I knew someone did that. Holy shit. He swims in ice water without experiencing hypothermia. Woo. Well, I don't want to do that. Okay. Will my balls feel hypothermia? Because of his breathing. Wow. Okay. Well, all right. I'll check out Wim Hof. Thank you, PJ. Get my Wim Hof on. Shit. All right. This one's a trip. Digital drugs. Yo. All right. This is the last article. After this, if we want to fuck around, we can do that. But people are experiencing this is from Science Alert. People are experiencing. Let me start over. People are experimenting with digital drugs delivered via sound, and it's weird. All right, let's see what this is all about. Humans have an uncanny knack for finding interesting new ways to get off their faces. Okay? This usually involves, that's a weird phrasing right there. This usually involves sniffing, snorting, licking, chewing, or even injecting various substances. In a new study, researchers examined a relatively new way to alter minds, which makes use of digital sound to feed conflicting frequencies into each ear by tuning into these binaural beats. Oh, that stuff. Some people report they can drop out, reduce pain, enhance memory, and ease anxiety and depression. To determine what kind of crossover might exist between the use of more traditional psychoactive substances and experimentation with binaural beats, a team of researchers from Australia and the UK dug into the 2021 Global Drug Survey, a survey of more than 30,000 individuals from 22 countries. They found around 5% of those surveyed had dabbed with the use of binaural beats sometime in the last year. Oh, dabbled, sorry. Had dabbled with the use of binaural beats sometime in the last year. Of those, just over 1 in 10 were doing it purely for recreational purposes. More users were in their late teens to early 20s, had used prohibited substances such as MDMA or cannabis, and were from the US, Mexico, UK, Brazil, and Poland. That sounds about right. Beyond seeking a high, their reasons for experimenting with binaural beats were as varied as they were. It's very new. We just don't know much about the use of binaural beats as digital drugs. This is a social scientist from RMIT University in Australia. The survey shows this is going on in multiple countries. We had anecdotal information, but this was the first time we formally asked people how, why, and when they're using them. The phenomenon of binaural beats itself isn't new, first appearing in the literature as far back as the mid-19th century. But thanks to the ease with which people can now spin a trippy tempo made of conflicting frequencies that share them online, binaural beats are becoming an increasingly powerful art form. Theoretically, binaural beats are thought to induce changes in the brain, thanks to the way our sensory system interprets different low-end frequencies when they are fed separately into each ear. Listen to a 400 hertz tone in one ear, for example, and a 440 hertz tone in the other, and your brain will interpret it as a single droning buzz of 40 hertz located somewhere inside your skull. This interpretation requires more than just our peripheral auditory machinery. It makes use of a complex of brainstem hardware buried deep in our heads, prompting neurons far and wide to synchronize into wave patterns associated with relaxation. That's the theory. While there are some studies that encourage further investigation of binaural beats as a means of easing acute anxiety, others argue the benefits of binaural beats. Others argue the benefits of binaural beat therapy, at least when it comes to altering moods and mind, remain to be seen. Scientific skepticism aside, there's no shortage of experimenters willing to give binaural beats a go, which for 12% of those who reported listening to them recently includes attempting to replicate a psychedelic experience. I totally thought we were going to talk about ASMR and stuff, but binaural beats, okay. I've heard of them, but I'm not familiar with how exactly that works. Okay. Much like ingestible substances, some binaural beats users were chasing a high. Any potential concerns that listening to mind-altering music might be a stepping stone for substance abuse later weren't supported by the study. If anything, most of those hoping for a change of consciousness were already using other illicit drugs. What's more, there were plenty of other reasons people were exploring a binaural soundscape, according to Barrett. Many people saw them as a source of help, such as for sleep therapy or pain relief. Really? Okay. Well, if anyone out there has trouble sleeping, binaural beats might be able to help. Give it a shot, I guess. Whether so-called digital drugs generate more hype than highs is a job for future researchers to work out. For now, the statistics give us a good starting point for keeping track of the behaviors of those self-medicating or seeking pleasure through alternative means. The research was published in Drug and Alcohol Review. Wow. Binaural beats are okay. Interesting. I didn't know that. Let me see what I miss here. All his breathing research is well understood by the Iceman. Oh, wait. I already clinically proved techniques, changing the font size. Swims in water because of his breathing. Let's see. Time for a bong hits. Pussy, light it up, Kai. Bro, I'm on a tolerance break. So for the next few weeks, I'm not smoking nothing. And so what happens, for anyone that doesn't know what a tolerance break is, you take about a month off. You can take more if you want, but take about a month off, and it gets all the THC and CBD and anything that you've got in your body. Just it takes that long to get it out. Ooh, pardon me. It takes that long to get it all out. So for a month, you just do that, get it out of your system, and then when you smoke again, it's kind of like smoking for the first time all over again. It's great because my tolerance right now is so high. I have such a high tolerance. It's ridiculous. So, I mean, it's probably not too out of control compared to like some of the other heavyweights out in the world. Maybe Snoop Dogg is like, your tolerance ain't that high. Or maybe I could smoke with Snoop Dogg. But I every few years, it's good to reset and start that climb again. And what happens is I really get to appreciate weed all over again. It's a whole new experience. They're ignoring typical applications. They're ignoring topical applications of binaural beats. You just apply some binaural beats to your skin. Sounds a little like MK Ultra. Hey, David Frank. Howdy. Dabs. Yeah, right. Dabs is what I was thinking. They didn't say dabbles. I was like, they're taking dabs and then listening to binaural beats. Yeah, that's going to put you to sleep. That's going to alter your mind for sure. I am really hating YouTube. Why are you hating YouTube? Is it like censoring is it not letting you say shit? Let me see. And I have been here for a while. What's going on, Dr. Forbin Colossus? What's bothering you, man? My friend, speak to us. Because I don't want you to disappear and go away. I like you being around, man. I have worked with binaural beats therapy as psychologist. You're a psychologist, PJ? If done correctly, it can be very therapeutic, very effective. We know plenty about it. Cool. I didn't know that. PJ reveals a little bit about his real life. And I've been here for a while. Oh, yeah. Not the brown noise. No. That was a great episode of South Park, by the way. The brown note. I was referring to their list at the beginning of the article. Oh, yeah. Okay. The list at the beginning of the article, yeah. So yeah, binaural beats, huh? Helps with sleep. If I'm ever having trouble sleeping, I might just throw one on YouTube and see what happens. Interesting. Alrighty. Shit. Well, that'd be nice because usually I have a very meditative, peaceful playlist that I have on Pandora that I play. But lately I've been trying to just go to sleep through mental discipline and without music, without giving my brain something to focus on, etc. But yeah. That's all. I've got another article here. I don't know if anyone really cares. Amouranth just bought nearly 2 million of Activision Blizzard stock. A smart move when the stocks are down. Like if the stock is cheap, she's like, I got a feeling this is going to go back up within a few years. And she bought $2 million worth. This girl is... I really want to know what she's going to do after she's done with all the stuff she's doing now. Because essentially she's not doing ASMR. Like she's just licking the microphone. That's not ASMR. That's not. It's not. What's it called? Sorry, I got a visual. That was hard to get out of my head. I was trying to focus. I saw, because every time I'm on Twitch, her ass pops up here and the little thing suggested, because she's one of the highest, she has the most one of the most viewerships out there. So it says, I saw one time it said pole dancing and something else. I was like, you can pole dance? Let's see. So I went to watch her. She can't pole dance. She was experimenting. She was playing, she was playing with it. She got a pole for her house, like an inside pole, and set it up, and was trying stuff, was just having fun. I was like, okay. So you can't pole dance, but she's having fun, and she knows her body's making that money, So one called white noise meditation with nature sounds, such as rainfall or waves, which induce delta waves, will train brain to go to sleep when you want to. Oh, cool. White noise meditation with nature sounds. Nice. Thanks, PJ. I will not go away. I enjoy the nature of a fixed chat to a live host. Nice. Fixed chat to a live host. Okay. I was like, wait, are you saying you prefer the chat, but you don't like the host? I'm the host. But okay, I understand. I had to reframe that in my head. But yeah, this is just a quick summary. Amouranth, 2 million of Blizzard stock. There really isn't much to this story. It's probably talking about, it's talking about the regardless of Microsoft acquisition of Blizzard, et cetera, they're going to certainly bounce back from a financial standpoint. And yeah, so it was smart. She bought the dip. She bought when it was low. It's already up to 79. How much did she buy it at? Buying 24 shares at. Even Microsoft doesn't happen that buying $79 wasn't a bad price. Okay, so she bought them at $79, 34 cents. But when all this stuff happened, when all this stuff started for Blizzard, they were over $100, if I remember right. She expects to get about a 20% return on her investment if Microsoft planned acquisition goes through. Yep. Like I said, she bought it at 79. It was over 100. That's a 20% jump, at least. But I see the price going higher than 100 if once Blizzard breaks away from the boot of Activision. I see Blizzard making a lot more games, making more smaller games, smaller projects, making more stuff, because that's what Blizzard wants to do. That's what Blizzard employees want to do. The employees themselves want to do more of that. Activision, Blizzard, the publisher, is not letting them. So I see, and if the way they were, it was already up over 100, I see it going further than that. So I think 20% is the minimum that she expects. She's probably hoping for more. But $2 million. Smart. Like I said, she's a smart cookie, that Amouranth. It is a challenge to make your point to a fixed number of characters. Oh, yeah. I get what you mean. Whereas here, you can just keep talking if you run out of characters. Not the same as a panel discussion. Oh, okay. You prefer to talk... Wait, what? I enjoy the nature of a fixed chat to a live host. So you prefer to be in the chat than streaming, essentially, than hosting or being on a panel? Panels tend to tune out the chat. Unless they're shelling out money, at least. Check Twitter, sent you to Paul. Hands where you can see them, mister. My hands are never where you can see them. Well, rarely. Oh, yeah. This is one of the pictures that I saw of her when I was looking. Yeah, okay. But like I said, she's cute. Oh, that's the Asian girls you're talking about. Okay, yeah, they're cute. But the thing is, how do I phrase this nicely? To Paul does not compare to half of my exes. Like, she's pretty, so are my exes. In terms of like body, like hotness, because this is pretty, this is hot. Like, you know, from here down is hotness, from here up is pretty. I date girls with curves, and they like T'Pol's attractive. She's beautiful. Not taking anything away from her. It's just she's not. I'm not gonna blow a gasket over her. Unlike 7 of 9, who, yeah, she's got that hourglass figure. I'm about that. I no need money. Yeah, not here. Well, the panels can be nice. I don't want to have big panels. Maybe for like a Friday show, I'd be okay with having a panel, like some friends coming through, Nick and Sam, some other people. But yeah, you're right. We end up talking with each other, and then we kind of got to skim the chat a little more. We can't really engage everyone as much as we'd like to when there's multiple people on. But I do like that. That's probably why I liked being on John Talks chat, because it was just John. It was just John talking to the chat, and that's what I try to do here with you guys, is just hang out with you, talk to the chat, and we go where we go. We ended up talking about Zelda, excuse me, Zelda, Star Trek, and the Orville for an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. That was a nice little tangent. She's not my type. No, she is my type. That's the thing. Like, she's attractive. I'd be like, hey, like, let's see what else she's got. That's the thing. Me being like into somebody, I don't just need looks. It's not just the body. But like, I like right now. Here's the thing. I'm wife hunting right now. What I'm looking for is someone that I could like make a family with, let's say. And I was a big baby. That's why I was saying I'm looking for a girl with hips. She ain't got hips. It won't work. I need a little more than that. Like, she's hot. Yeah, she's pretty, but it's just not for me. But she is. It's not like I wouldn't give her a shot though, because really it's about more than the looks when you're looking at the long term. But I would have to give her that warning. Hey, we're getting pretty serious here. I'm gonna have to give you a heads up. It is a circular chat sometimes. Yeah, true. Engaging your chat is great rapport builder. Rapport builder, like your ability to have a rapport. I can rapport. I'm a rapport-in motherfucker. Nerdrotic built his channel that way. That's true. Yeah, but he did it during normal hours. I'm here late night. Like, damn. What do you think? Like a daytime show might be good. I'm thinking of doing that with anime. I'm actually looking to get a panel together specifically for. I'm talking to a couple people to get a conversation together about Dragon Ball Z. So I've already asked a couple people. I'm gonna try to figure out a day. But well, I'm just gonna, like, one of the people I'm talking to is Krista, and I don't know if anyone knows what Krista's going through right now, but let me bring her up. Poor Krista lost her dog today or yesterday. She just lost her dog, and so she's not in the best of spirits right now. I don't know if I think it would be best to give her a little time. So maybe in a month, we'll see how she's doing. But yeah, she lost her puppy. I mean, he's not a puppy, I guess. He's older. Look, he's got white hair. but he had cancer. He had a what was it? Smokey. So her dog's Smokey. Glaucoma. There it is. Glaucoma, and found out that he also had cancer. So she lost her doggie, and this was 12 hours ago. So I think this was yesterday that she lost her dog, and today she posted about it. But so it's not going to be soon. But maybe in like a few weeks to a month or so. But she's one of the people I'm talking to for that. Damn. I my shoulder feels a lot better. I've been getting this knot that's been fucking with me out of my shoulder blade spine area. But it's still a bitch. Circular chat is not that great unless well moderated. Oh, do you mean just the chat talking to itself? Like everyone just having their own conversations, not necessarily talking to the host? That makes sense. Are you still talking Star Trek? No, we stopped talking Star Trek a while ago. Glaucoma. I tuned back into cry. Damn. You should have just stuck around. You just stuck around. Or rewound and watched The Little Person. You had options, Courtney. I'm sorry. A bubble or groupthink. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's true. That can happen. Yeah. Poor girl, so sad. Yeah, I know, it is so sad. So that's why I was like, right now that I brought it up, I was like, oh, wait a second. That's probably not going to happen soon. Definitely not within the next few weeks. It's funny. I have this motherfucker too. He's right here. He's saying it. Look, let me get it. Oops. Stop it. What the fuck? Oh. All right. Anyway. Oh, it's green. That's right. It's like you can't see it. But this is my 1-up. And before, at my last place, it was hanging in the background, so you could see it over my shoulder, hanging in the back. But now I'm not set up that way. I've got my green screen up and stuff. So, but yeah, this is my 1-up mushroom. If I get over here, no, it doesn't really help. You can see Los Angeles through my 1-up mushroom. So, not Los Angeles. That's Vegas. You can see Vegas through. Fuck did I say Los Angeles for? You can see Vegas through the 1-up mushroom. But yeah. That's a different picture. Oh, it's just her. Okay. Anyway, that's all. Sorry for the sad tangent there at the end. But we're at almost 3.5 hours. So I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to get some more work done because I didn't get everything done I wanted to get done before the show started. So I'm going to wish you all well. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I hope you had fun. I'll be back tomorrow and every weeknight. If you're not here normally, weeknights. But thanks y'all for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I can't even rewind. Too sad. Yeah, just rewind and watch the little person bit. Watch that part. It was funny. But I just hit your Discord with the booster. Thanks. I don't know how to Discord. I'm really bad at Discord. But thank you. I also don't know what that means. But I know it's a good thing. So thank you. It's a positive thing. I appreciate it. I just don't understand. Kai for the chat. Wait. Dr. Forbin classes. Do you know, how well do you understand Discord? Because I don't know some of these like I mean, I get conceptually, I get all the basics, but like how to do if you like are if you frequent Discord and then are in a bunch of channels and like I'd love to talk to you about Discord sometimes so I can set up mine to be better. I kind of set it up and like I want to improve it. I do want to improve it. So so yeah, if you just let me know where I can reach out to you. Kai for the chat. Those who know Chris Chan, he's been institutionalized until he's declared fit for trial. So with current issues, he may be there for years. Yes. Okay, good. He's finally been institutionalized. Jesus, that took forever. He should have been institutionalized fucking years ago. Bye, everyone. Bye, Courtney. Good night. Yeah, nighty night, everyone. Live long and prosper. Take care of yourselves. And speaking of living long and prospering, I leave you all with a little bit of positivity. Until tomorrow, when I see you again, good night. Mwah.
Second start to the right. And straight on till morning.
Set a course. For home.
I'm reading an ion storm on that trajectory, sir. Should I go around it?
We can't be afraid of the wind, Ensign. Take us to Warp 4.
It is the unknown that defines our existence. We are constantly searching, not just for answers to our questions, but for new questions. We are explorers. We explore our lives, day by day. And we explore the galaxy, trying to expand the boundaries of our knowledge. And that is why I am here. Not to conquer you with weapons or with ideas, but to coexist and learn.
Let's see what's out there. Engage.